y'all forget about that? Because I did until right now. I still need to make an intro for that, but that's my favorite song ever. Hi guys. Hello. Wow, look at all these renewed memberships. I know, is it not the best theme song, like the best opener to a live stream ever? It's the best. So who we got here? We got Eve for 22 months, M for 1 month, Books in Beaties, like diabetes, a member for a year. Look at you. Elise Bell 1, 2 months, Lindsay 6 months. Wow, everybody. What? Citizen of Curtistown is here. Wow. Wow, y'all. If only the mayor was here too. Happy to see you all. Hey, listen. I know we've had some goofs and giggles so far. Maggie Mumbles, excuse me. Thank you for the 6 months. Let's get all the giggles out right now because, well, first of all, my eye won't stop watering. What is going on? Second of all, I get the feeling that we're all about to get really, really mad. Max888, thank you for being a member for 5 months. Kay the Otaku, thank you for joining. Yes, please lick the stream. You're also a citizen. Yeah, I mean, listen. I think at this point, Curtis is the mayor of the world. I think the world is Curtistown, as long as everyone's nice to him. Listen, guys, thank you for being here. We're about to get mad. We're all about to get mad. The theme, which I'm sure, you know, I'm sure you saw the thumbnail. The theme today on this episode of That Oil Show is babies and kids. Yeah. This is going to be an episode about using essential oils on babies and kids, and they'll probably have their little zoology little segment that they do, so they'll throw some dogs in there too. Eclectic Mima, thanks for joining. Dude, sometimes, well, because this eye is the one that I have keratoconus in it, so like I can't really see out of it. It's like just all one big blur because my cornea is fucked. So like I don't know if that's why. It's always this eye that waters. It's never my other one. It has to, I'm sure they're connected somehow. Anyway, that's fun, you know. All right. Yeah, leave the babies alone. I know. Yeah, you know, this would be a much shorter episode if they just were honest and they showed up and they were like, "Oh, hey Sherry, thank you." If they did not if they said that, but thank you for becoming a member. Look at my mouth is in the heart. No, if they were just real and they were just like, "Here's how to use essential oils on babies. Don't do that." And then that's it. Yeah. And that would have been the end of the episode. I need to change my chat to live chat instead of top chat. If you guys didn't know, that's a thing. If you look at the top part of the chat box, there's a drop-down menu, and it probably says top chat. Go ahead and click it and turn it to live chat, because if you haven't done that, then you're missing out on some chats. You got a root canal? Dang. That sucks. Chelsea K, thank you for renewing your membership also. All right. I've put this off for long enough. You guys ready? At the very least, we get to listen to their cool theme song now. Bottom chat, YouTube is homophobic. No, Eve, it's Pride Month. It's Pride Month. We're supposed to be proud of bottom chat. What is this hair? Little hair? What are you doing? All right. Enough putting this off. Let's listen to the world's best theme song and then rage. Oh, also, I don't know what game this is or why it needs to update. Okay. Sorry, that's probably pretty loud. That oil show. It's that time, y'all. That oil show. Love it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to That Oil Show. And we have back with us our guest, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle, for being here. We're so glad to have you. And today's topic is babies and children.
My favorite topic.
Yes, using our oils and our supplements with our babies and children. And Michelle, how many kiddos do you have?
5 boys.
5
Easy.
boys. Now, you've had some... Well, we say oily. For those of y'all new to Young Living, it's like, why does people say oily kids, oily pregnancies? Well, that means we've used our Young Living essential oils and products during those seasons. And so I had some oily pregnancies.
So much here. First of all, that sounds disgusting. The only time that I know of an oil being used during my pregnancies is at the very, very end when you're pushing them out. If you push them out, they use mineral oil down there. Give it a little... helps come out. I'm not kidding. That's the only oil I ever used when I had an oily birth. Let's just say that. There we go. You see him on 8. Oh yeah, you can see the brim right there. She's a traitor. She's not just in Young Living. You know she's in Mon 8 with a hat like that. Anyway, is it culty that they do that? Because I don't think it's just a Young Living thing. Like, I'm sure the doTERRA Huns call themselves oily and say they have oily kids and oily pregnancies and blah, 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 blah. I'm sure that Young Living isn't the only one. Probably even people who aren't involved in MLMs who have essential oil addictions like this, you know? Because there are people out there who don't get their essential oils through an MLM but are still just as cray-cray about them. Oh my god, this eyeball. I can't. Excuse me. Kids should not be oily. Dude, one time though, when I was in high school, right? I think I was still in high school. I would have been a junior, I think. Me and a group of friends, we went, there's like a park in Phoenix that has like a big hill. Well, like a few big hills, like big. Like if it ever snowed here, like those would be the places that people would be going to go sledding and stuff. Unfortunately, it pretty much doesn't snow here, so... So we went for the next best thing. What we did is we bought like tarps, like the big blue tarps, and put them down the big hill, put a bunch of vegetable oil all over them, and had a giant slip and slide. And I think that is a situation in which kids are allowed to be oily. Because that was fun. I mean, we were teenagers, like 17. But like still. Kids can be oily then. But any other situation, I would say probably not. Yeah. In the emergency room, we got an oily pregnancy here. It's just so weird. Like, why do you do this? Why do you do this? It's not like I'm taking, like, if you're pregnant and you take, prenatal vitamins, it's not like you're like, I'm having, well, because, like, I don't know, the ones that I used to take were gummies. So it'd be like, I'm having a gummy pregnancy because I'm taking my gummy prenatals. No one says that. No one does that. But, oh, no. Since you're using essential oils, then it's totally, like, normal to just call, which cat is here? Which cat's going to pop up? Oh, they're gone. Fat kitty? It's you, fat kitty. We got the fat one here. Okay, anyway, yeah, gross.
And babies, and
I had 2 oily pregnancies, 3 completely oily babies.
Yeah.
My middle one is the one I always say, he's the one. He's the one who got us oily.
Really? So what's the story?
Well, we had already been changing our lifestyle a little bit because we had so much chronic disease in our family. So we started to clean up things. We were doing like vinegar and water for cleaning. My mom was like, this is crazy. The world has advanced since vinegar and water. But then we realized like those things are not good for you.
Right.
So I had my middle child.
But did she just say that vinegar and water are not good for you? Says who? I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, vinegar definitely has some uses, and it's certainly not, like, the worst chemical you could be cleaning with. Like, I'm pretty sure people use vinegar, like, as a replacement for all those chemicals or whatever to clean with, right? So, like, what is she talking about? Those things aren't good for you. It's vinegar, ma'am. But essential oils are okay? Okay.
He had skin issues from cloth diapering or from diapering. And so a friend said, you should really try lavender, and there's a girl in your town. And that's how I met my upline, Heather Brock, which was wild because we actually had met during my pregnancy. She sold me the cloth diaper from Craigslist. So he's the reason, I always say, like, he's the reason I thank him every day.
Yeah.
For changing our life.
So wonderful. I know for myself, having 4 kids, my first 3 pregnancies, labor, delivery, you know, all of that.
Maggie,
was
thank you
very
for gifting
different
5
than
memberships.
the 4th one when I was much.
More Pop-Tarts in the chat. Yay! It's looking good, guys. Hey, also, if you didn't know, you have to turn on gifting. So when people gift memberships like that, there's like, I don't know. So someone in the chat will have to post the directions on how to make it so that you can receive gifted memberships. I don't really know. I don't know how to tell you how to do it, but you don't have to leave the page to do it. That's all I know. Anyway, thank you. Look at all those Pop-Tarts. Love that.
Healthier, having, you know, eating healthier foods and incorporating the oils, the Young Living oils, and of course Ningxia Red, which is phenomenal for pregnancy, and
I get the feeling that I'm going to be pausing this a lot today. I'm so sorry. Ningxia Red is so amazing for pregnancy. It's a fruit juice. Hey, ma'am. It is an overpriced fruit juice. I think most of us at this point know what Ningxia is. I think I've said it enough. But for those of you who don't know, Ningxia Red comes in like the size of a wine bottle, I guess. I don't know. What's that, a liter or something? It's like $50 per bottle. And it is literally, quite literally, fruit juice with some essential oils. Ugh, excuse me. Also, I've tasted it. I have a whole video on Ningxia Red where somebody sent me some to try, and I like went through did like a deep dive on it. It's not that great. Niece Hartman, I hope I said your name right. Thank you for joining the memberships up in here. What's up? When someone does a gift, you should see a message to allow them pop up in your chat. Okay, so if you're one of those people, definitely make sure that you have that all turned on. And Emily Dempsey, thank you for subscribing. Cure all is cure nothing, exactly. Let's get that McElroy love up in here. Why do my brown sugar Pop-Tarts smell like oranges? I don't know. Who put orange essential oil on your Pop-Tarts, man? Don't stop listening to these people. Anyway, Ningxia Red, overpriced fruit juice. These people like to claim, and I guarantee we're gonna hear it in this episode. If we don't, I'll be shocked. But like, these people think that there's a thing called Ningxia placenta, and they swear that their midwives, after they give birth, their midwives are always like, "You have the most healthy placenta I've ever seen." It's like, no way. No, people are not saying that shit unless you like were diagnosed with some sort of like placenta issue while you're pregnant, you know? And so they're just like regularly checking it to make sure everything's developing the way it's supposed to. Other than that, like, I don't think doctors care about what your placenta looks like. And it certainly isn't like like, at what point would you call a placenta impressive, right? That's what these people believe. They're like, I had Ningxia placenta. All my placentas were so healthy. No, fuck that, dude. Fuck that. That's so full of shit. I call bullshit every time. Every time. Anyway. Nope, wrong one. Okay.
Labor and delivery and all the after, like, it was night and day difference. Better.
Absolutely.
That's so much better. So a question that we get a
That's
lot,
called placebo, ma'am.
all of us get, is like, can we use these products for our babies and children?
No, you can't.
And
No, you
if
cannot.
you see the product sitting in front here, the answer is a resounding yes.
No, stop it. Also, are those baby wipes? Like diaper wipes? We gotta see how much those are. Are you kidding me? Because baby wipes are expensive. Maybe they're just like wet butt wipes, because none of these people want to get a bidet, let's be honest with ourselves. Young Living wipes, I guess. Seedlings baby wipes. Hold on, it's loading. If you are a Young Living distributor, it appears to be 1 pack. Can you see? You can't see that. I don't know. It's like, yeah, like 1 package for $10. A 1 pack of 72 wipes. Now let me just let me look a little bit more here just to make sure that we know features and benefits. Yeah, the only thing I'm seeing is just a picture of the wipes, and it's a 72 pack for $10. That's wild. Like, I usually buy wipes in, like, so, well, I feel like even the wipes I buy, do I have a pack up here? I do. Mom life. It's just like you always have wipes sitting everywhere. 100 wipes. These are Parents' Choice. I get them from Walmart. Hypoallergenic and pH balanced. Woo! And plant-based ingredients. Wow! Oh, so toxic. Infused with chamomile. Oh, no! Camo chemicals, more like it. Anyway, 100 wipes in one of these. I usually buy a 6-pack, so 600 wipes at a time. I want to say, like, $12 to $15 every time. So, like, less than one of those packs I just showed you. 72 wipes for $10. When I can buy 600 of them for, like, a little bit more than that. Like, what? Excuse me, what? Don't essential oils have a warning to not use them on genitals because they can cause issues? I guess it probably depends on the essential oil, I would think. But, I don't know. I'm not an expert in any of that. But, let me see. Young Living Seedlings Baby Wipes provide the perfect, soothing, all-purpose wipe infused with premium essential oils that are gentle enough for use on hands, faces, and bottoms. Let's see what's in the ingredients. I bet the first ingredient is water. Oh, yep, look at that, water. Water, aloe. Actually, here, let me see if there's an ingredient list on this. There is, I think. Okay, so... Oh, yeah. Well, so, okay. Freaking Walmart, what's up? They have the ingredients, and they have it, like, they have all of them listed, like, based on what they do. So, the cleansers, you have water and decyl glucoside, something that balances the pH. You got sodium citrate, citric acid, sodium bicarbonate. Isn't that like baking soda? Wait, but no, I'm thinking of bicarbonate soda. I don't know. Softens and soothes. There's like acetate, cucumber fruit extract, some flower extract, licorice root extract, weird chamomile, aloe vera. There's aloe vera in this too. Like, come on. Pleasant scents, fragrance, maintains purity and freshness, gluconic acid, diacetate, something, sodium benzoate. Okay, anyway, listen. Okay, so Young Living has a very large ingredient list also. Water and aloe vera, which are the top two ingredients in here. Also the top two ingredients in the the wipes that I buy. Some other fruit extract, which maybe that's the one that I didn't read out. I just said fruit extract because I didn't know how to pronounce it. Glycerin, I know I saw that on here. Like, what is the difference? And then they have apple fruit extract, marigold flower extract, lavender oil, glyceryl caprolate. I don't fucking know. Witch hazel, I know that's a thing. That would make sense, but wait, witch hazel leaf extract. So that's not like an essential oil, right? That's just like a cleaning, I don't know. Coriander, that's weird. Bergamot, ylang ylang, geranium flower. I'm sorry, I don't see anything that is telling me that it is worth $10 for a 72 pack. What does that make? Like, every wipe is 7 cents? Am I doing the math right? 7 cents per wipe. No, it would be 70. Wait. I don't know. My brain's not working. Still a lot. That is, oh shit, sorry. That is way too much money. Let alone, like, the rest of the shit that's probably on this table. That's just, like, ridiculous, overpriced. You don't need it. You don't need this shit. You don't.
A question that we get a lot, all of us get, is like, can we use these products for our babies and children? And if you see the product,
There you go, Megan. Yeah, $600 for $12.62. Yeah, that sounds like exactly what I pay for. Yep, 600 wipes. There we go. Cool.
sitting in front here, the answer
Hey,
is a
Sam.
resounding yes. We have lots of products from the oils. We have our Kid Sense line of essential oils that are already pre-diluted in roller bottles. Some of them don't have the rollers, but you can just pop a roller top on. But can the children and babies use the other oils too? The answer is yes.
Okay, so if that's the case, then why aren't those oils, like, why didn't Young Living specifically add those other oils into the Kids Sense line too, and automatically dilute them as well? Like, why wouldn't you? It's just more, like, Young Living is hurting so hard for money right now. Why wouldn't you add that, that product into your lineup, you know? I don't understand. It's not, and then, like, also, if it's so safe, like, why are you trusting these people to, like, properly dilute the oils before they use it on their baby, or to even, like, do any research to make sure that anything is even, like, particularly safe for your baby to have on their skin and stuff like that. Like, we all have heard the dumb stuff with oils, which, oh my god, if they have that segment this episode, like, it better have nothing to do with kids, because I don't want to hear anything about a parent doing dumb shit with oils at the expense of their children. Prepare yourselves for that. I'm feeling like it just might happen. I forgot what I was saying, but it is so absolutely fucking frustrating. Like, oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. These people put clove oil on their butthole and stuff, like, they don't dilute it. Like, I say that as a joke, but they really do. Yeah, they've literally said that they've done that. You know, putting peppermint oil in a bath, like, those kind of things. How are you trusting any of these people to do the right thing by their children, you know? It's so messed up.
I got in Young Living, we didn't have the Kid Sense line, but it doesn't matter. It's the same oils. You can just take your oils and add your own V6 or your own organic olive oil or coconut oil. But what are some of the ways that you all have enjoyed using them for your babies and children?
Can I say that I used to be like, well, let me just say, I was not a label reader at all. And I did not know, other than...
Okay, here's a perfect example of why, if you're gonna suggest that anyone uses essential oils on their babies, here's an idea. I forgot what she said. I'm like, here's an idea, and then I forget it. Oh, yeah, no, prime example number one, this lady's all like, I don't read labels. Okay, so, like, you're gonna trust all these oily mamas, these crunchy mamas, to read the directions before they put this shit on babies? Like, I'm not gonna trust them with that. Wow.
The packaging is cute. But I didn't really understand what was going on my children. And now there's tons of studies out there. I mean, just Google it, and there's a ton of studies.
Okay, you'll Google that, but you won't Google to see that, like, if you go through any of the ingredients on any of those baby products, I'm sure you'll be able to find studies that say you probably shouldn't use them on kids. But no, those ones, don't Google those ones. No.
Studies on not only products, but like what the baby has, even from the umbilical cord into the mama. And so coming out to an environment that is even more or less sterile, when you put these products on your babies, and I'm not going to mention any brand names, but some of the leading brand names that say it's healthy, it is organic, it is clean, and like, you look at the back and that is not the truth. And I did not know that. So, like the bold things that say like natural, or even skin sensitive, skin that is sensitive, that's those big bold letters on the packaging that I was reading. That's all I did was just read those
Not the
bold
fine
letters,
print.
not the
That's
fine
good.
print on the back. Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm pretty sure. Listen, before we all had cell phones, didn't we all just sit on the toilet and read the back of like shampoo bottles and shit? Like, come on. What are you doing when you take a shit, man? Like, you've never like once forgotten your phone when you went to go take a shit? It's like, what were you doing? You should probably, I don't know, read the back of some of these bottles, huh? Just me? No, I don't think it's just me. I think a lot of us have read the back of shampoo bottles when we're pooping.
So now that and when I started, I looked at the back and I said, even in some of the baby oils that you put all over their skin right after a bath. And I'm like, this is soaked into your skin. Again, skin is the largest organ in your body. This is soaking into my baby.
No, it's not. Hey, ma'am, no, it's not. These people want to talk so much. Listen, like, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a biologist. Like, I don't have any, like, understanding, like, scientifically of all these things. But one thing I do know is that, like, coconut oil, for example, the molecules are too large to soak into your skin. Not that that's an essential oil, but, like, I'm sure that there's plenty of stuff that's in, these are so, well, but isn't that the point of a baby oil? Is, like, to barrier, like, not to soak into the baby's skin. It's to provide a moisture barrier to keep the skin nice and moist. Isn't that the point? That's the point, right? So you're really going to be like, oh, the baby oil soak into your baby's skin. I don't think that's the point of it. And I hate hearing these people acting like everything you put on your skin is getting soaked into your bloodstream. No, it's not. Like, I know that for a fact. I'm not a scientist, but I do happen to know that, like, there are molecular sizes, and some of them can pass through that skin barrier, and some of them can't. All right? Skin is an organ too. Well, right, yeah. I think she even said that just now, but, like, Eve, you're funny. You right and I redacted. Wait, what did I say before? Oh, I don't know. Also not a fan of the implication that oils fixed chronic disease. I hope to God her kids also see a doctor. No, she will never at the very most, she will bring her kids to see a naturopathic doctor or a functional medicine doctor or something. None of these people actually trust, like, doctors. They would never, if their doctor said that their kid needed to be put on a medication for one reason or another, none of these people will agree to it. They'll just treat it with essential oils every single time. Guarantee it. Come on. Sorry, I'm reading your guys' chat here. You can rest assured knowing your favorite skincare products are very unlikely to ever get into your bloodstream. Your epidermis and dermis layers are great at doing their jobs. Exactly. And, like, this is something you see with sunscreen a lot, too. And, God, I wonder if we're going to hear about that for babies here, too. They might have even talked about it in a previous episode, maybe. But I do happen to know that, like, all these people who are, like, anti-sunscreen or whatever, like, I'll only use my Nate sunscreen, or I only use Young Living sunscreen. They usually will say, like, oh my God, like, there's, like, carcinogens all up in sunscreen, and you're putting it on your skin and soaking it into your body. And the point of sunscreen is to sit on top of the skin to protect it. Your skin doesn't absorb the sunscreen. That's why you can rub sunscreen over and over and over, and it never like, your skin just stays white. The sunscreen is supposed to sit on top of your skin, not get absorbed. I don't know. I'm sure that there are ingredients that it's like, yeah, maybe if there's an alternative and it's, like, not as harmful to the environment, or, like, if I potentially accidentally ingest it or something, like, if there's alternatives, yeah, maybe they're better. But don't sit here and be like, when you're using regular sunscreen, when you're using regular cosmetics, it's just getting soaked into your face, into your skin, and you're gonna get cancer. Great job. Like, that's what these people want you to think. It doesn't work that way. And for her to say that baby oil soaks into your baby, no, it doesn't. I can't. Alexis says skin is so good at keeping things out. I know we go over this every time. Yeah, I feel like we do. And maybe that's why, like, I feel confident enough to, like, even just kind of touch on that topic, to, like, speak about it. Because, like, while I have no formal training, every single time we're hit with something like this, my comment sections blow up with people who do know what they're talking about. I learn a lot from you guys. I'm still an idiot, but I learn a lot. RN here, skin is an organ, but not like your liver or your kidneys. It's a barrier. It's not supposed to absorb anything. That's not medicine. Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, I'm sure there are things that do absorb into the skin, but, like, I just know it has to do with, like, molecular size and stuff. I don't know. I snapped the other day and went on a deep dive about there's carcinogens in sunscreen because I'm just so tired of all the bullshit. Yeah. It's like these people would rather risk getting skin cancer than wearing sunscreen because, oh, there's a thing that'll cause you know what else causes cancer? The sun? Yeah. I just can't. Dude, right, Bobbins Robbins. Gonna rub protein powder in my body, on my body so my body gets swole. Exactly. It's like, oh, if it's that easy, like, what? If it was that easy, like, why would we have, like, shots and stuff like that? Like, I've been trying to explain this to Sparrow recently, because I went and got my COVID booster, my bivalent booster, last week. I probably still have this arm. Ah, there's our bivalent bruise, yeah! Dude, yeah, it's been a week, this freaking bruise. Anyway, just like trying to explain to her, like, she's like, why do we need shots? Why do we need them? Because, like, Griffin had to get one, and that's why, like, he had to get his hepatitis A shot. And so I, in solidarity, because I took Sparrow and Griffin for their annual checkups, and I didn't know if the doctor was going to basically, like, tell Sparrow she needed to get, like, a COVID booster or a flu shot or, you know, whatever she was going to say. But she didn't end up getting anything. But, like, I knew that Griffin was probably going to have to get something. So in solidarity, because I feel like I'm a good parent in this way, pat myself on the back, in solidarity, I made an appointment for myself to get my COVID booster so they wouldn't be the only ones getting shots that day. Anyway, but I had to try to explain to her, like, why do we have shots? And it's like, if it was so easy, if our skin just absorbed everything that we put into it, it's like we wouldn't need shots. You just, like, rub the antibodies on your skin, right? It just, like, reality does not work this way. It does not work the way that these people want to say it does. And I'm not an expert, but I can smell bullshit from a mile away. All right. Yeah, dude, guys, go get your boosters if you didn't know. I looked it up. September 2022, they came out with bivalent boosters, and those are the ones that cover the newer strains, the Omicron and Delta variant. So if you haven't gotten that, like, I knew it had been 18 months since I got any COVID shot, and I was like, I'm pretty sure there's gotta be something new. So, like, I just, like, made the appointment and went. So if you haven't gotten a shot since, so if it's been before September 2022, you're probably due for a bivalent booster, and you should probably go get it. You know, because it is, as much as people want to say COVID isn't still around, it definitely is. Dude, the Herman Cain Award is still going. You guys know about that subreddit? Yeah, there's people still dying of COVID, so definitely not as many as before, but anyway, we can get back to it.
And he is this little, like, and his liver is this little, and, you know, his kidneys are this little. So, man, and first I had to get rid of the mom guilt, but after that, I was so thankful to a company that literally had healthy products with no chemicals, no harsh anything.
Water is a chemical, ma'am, and we just looked at the first ingredient to your Young Living baby wipes, and water was the first ingredient. So tell me again how there's no chemicals in your products. Water is a chemical. Oh, I hate these people so much. Like, I'm sorry. I really do. It's so awful. Yeah, guys. Also, when I made my appointment to get my booster, they had appointments available same day. I just made it the day that my kids were due to get shots. But, like, they're not super packed anymore. Everyone's kind of already gotten their boosters. So, like, if you haven't gotten your bivalent booster, you could literally make an appointment for, like, today or tomorrow, probably, in most places. So just letting you know, it's super easy to do. What is a healthy chemical in your oily brain, ma'am? They don't fucking know, dude. They don't know.
And then I started to dump things that I knew weren't right. And then I started telling other people about that because I'm like, man, look at these products. And now there's studies about the products that I used to use. The public knows now. Yeah. So I'm
that
like,
they were harmful.
They were harmful.
In some way.
There's like recalls and all these things. And I'm like, wow.
Okay, but like if there's harmful ingredients, if like a study is done on a product and there's a harmful ingredient is found or whatever, or you know something is causing harm, like generally those things just they'll get reformulated, or you know they, like she said, they get recalled, like and so people can't buy it anymore. With Young Living, they don't care about that shit. They're not affected by that. In my opinion, I think that Young Living has had issues with selling, like there's certain oils that don't sell as much, and because they've talked about this like moving product that doesn't sell so much. I'm like, how many bottles of essential oils that are expired or I don't know, have evaporated a little bit because they've been sitting there for so long, or they've I don't know, whatever happens to essential oils when they sit there for too long. If they're expired, I'm like, how many bottles of expired essential oils have they sold to people? I guarantee it's a lot, because we all know that Young Living is struggling financially. Of course, they're going to sell whatever stock they have on hand, dude. Come on. Like, come on, dude. No one is telling Young Living that they have to throw away expired stock. No one's telling Young Living that they have to recall a product. Like, we've seen examples of them selling their Thieves Blend with that contains cinnamon bark oil. Is that what it is? Something like that. That's been cut with synthetics. We know that their jasmine oil has been cut with synthetics, and Dr. Sean Talbot is the one who came out and told everyone in that lawsuit with Young Living versus doTERRA, in that 4,000 page lawsuit. He says in there that like, yeah, I did tests on their oils and found that their I think it was the jasmine oil, was cut with synthetics, and Gary Young freaked out and tried to like get him to retract his statements, and Sean Talbot's like, no. So we all know about that. So, but Young Living will still sell their shit like that. So, all right. And then not to mention, do we even have to talk about how, as far as I know, they still haven't released testing results, while every other essential oil company does. Young Living won't do it because they say that it's proprietary information. They don't want to give away their company trade secrets. It's like, that's bullshit. We just want to know if your shit is pure or not. The reason I think that they're struggling so hard with coming out with those test results is because they need to find a way to make it look like their essential oils are better than everyone else's, and the tests are not showing them to be any more pure than everyone else's because they're importing a lot of it from the same places. So then it doesn't justify the high prices, you know? There's so much to it. I just hate Young Living. I hate it so much. I hate these people.
Yes.
And
wait, is it Sean Talbot? No, oh my god, not Sean Talbot. Yeah, you're right. That is the Amari guy. What's the Wait, is it? I don't know. Here, I'll let this play. I need to see. I don't know why that name is the first one that came up. Anyway.
There's other countries having the same products that we do, like commercial products, that don't have the ingredients that we have here in the USA. That blows my mind that it's a cleaner product in another country and that we allow so much more here and we trust it, you know.
Yep. So we have to be informed consumers.
Absolutely.
We have to educate ourselves. I know at the beginning when I got in Young Living in 2006, they didn't have all of these kids products and babies products, so I would make my own things, you know, as far as diluting in oil.
Oh my god,
or
it's
using...
Robert Pappas, not Sean Talbot. Oh my god, Robert Pappas is the guy I was trying to talk about. Sorry, yeah, no, don't listen to me. I am just talking out of my butt.
something kind of as a making my own baby oil. Now they have the seedlings line for baby products.
Fantastic.
Yes.
It's like a cloudy, calm. I mean,
Gary did amazing with that.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the slides that
let's just
convention where
praise
it was like,
your Lord
this is
and
why I
Savior.
put this oil in it. This is why. And we're like, oh my God, that is so mind blowing. Like how soft it smells. Like if that even makes sense.
Yeah.
smells like a little baby.
Because you guys are slathering your babies in this stuff. You are associating the scent of this stupid fucking essential oil with the smell of a baby. But it's because you're putting the oils on the baby. Babies don't just come out of the womb smelling like, I mean, they do come out smelling great. Like, man, newborn babies smell so good. Like, what is the problem with that? Why does that happen? What the hell? Anyway, I saw somebody mention Kevin Devine in here because I'm wearing a Kevin Devine shirt. Yeah, dude, my husband and I danced to one of Kevin Devine's songs at our wedding, and we've taken like multiple pictures with him, and yeah, we see him every time he comes to Arizona, and he's the best. He's a great dude. I've had like a lot of conversations with him, and I think like his personality like is more so what I like about him as a musician. I mean, I love his music too, obviously, but like I'm just like more dedicated to him because like he's like a real raw motherfucker. Anyway,
You know that like baby powder smell that
Ro, it
all
was
of us
used
like,
nice.
oh, baby
Yeah, Kevin
powder.
Devine's
Yes.
great.
yeah.
This is the new baby powder.
Yes.
Yes. This is so, it smells so good and it's not overpowering. So even if you
Bullshit. Oh, hello, Sparrow.
Kevin Devine silly?
This is my Kevin Devine shirt.
Oh.
All right, bye.
Hi.
Weird. I paused this for a reason. Oh, because she said that it was it's not overpowering. That's bullshit. I call bullshit on that too. You know why? Because every one of these essential oils is so overpowering. I mean, maybe if you dilute it, maybe, but even then, no. If you walk into the home of somebody who regularly uses essential oils, you're gonna know. It will smack you in the face like a Mack truck.
you put like a ton, like maybe your kid needs a ton of whatever it is on their body, on their skin, it's not going to overpower.
No.
It's amazing. It's good. That's my favorite. That is my favorite.
Your favorite.
Y'all have to use that.
Okay, so it's the Calm Blend, and I was just gonna look to see if like some of the oils in here, coriander, bergamot, and ylang-ylang and geranium, and so several other things too. But it just smells like a baby. It does.
Again, you guys have associated that smell with a baby because of your own shit. Babies don't come out of the womb smelling like fucking ylang-ylang. I don't even know what ylang-ylang smells like. I have some like essential oil blends that have ylang-ylang in it. Let me see if this one that I have here has it in here. No, there's not ylang-ylang in this one. I don't know what it smells like. But I feel like the ones that I do have that have ylang-ylang in them, I'm always like, oh, I don't really like the smell of this. So I don't know.
And of course we have the lotion, which I just got all over my hands right now. But the linen spray, and I mean, you've got the baby wash, all of it, and it's so gentle for sensitive skin. And even as adults, like adults that have really sensitive skin, use the baby line.
Yes.
People love it. And
If you have sensitive skin, you shouldn't be putting essential oils on it, period.
I know you've already shared some stories on another show about the lotion.
Go look at that show.
Yeah, she has this whole story.
You know who else this is really good for?
My baby
elderly
didn't
people
smell
who have
like a
really
geranium.
thin skin. Yes. This is a phenomenal lotion for people to use that just have that thin skin.
Oh my god, this lady's earrings are so paparazzi. They're freaking, like, look at those. Are like, it's like felt, like shitty felt. You know? Why do we do this? Why do you do this to yourself? Ma'am, if you make so much money in Young Living, you couldn't afford to like get some earrings that aren't made out of felt. Like, come on.
Right. Also, some classrooms don't allow like real smelly things or whatever.
Gee, I wonder why. Do you know why that is? Because kids are really sensitive to this shit. Kids are sensitive to smells. Kids are sensitive to you slathering essential oils all over them. I don't know, like some classrooms don't let you have them in there. It's like, because probably because it's also distracting. It's distracting to adults when you walk into the house of somebody who's been diffusing essential oils. Like, you can't breathe. Plus, like, people with allergies and like, kids have allergies. You don't want to subject your kid to that stuff. I don't necessarily think that the reason that, like, they're not like, oh, you can't have things that smell good at all in schools. I don't think it's that. I think it's, please don't bring essential oils into the school because they're overpowering. They don't really smell that great, and you're probably going to make someone sick, have an allergy attack. Don't do it. If your kid's classroom says you can't slather your kid in essential oils before you send them to school, there's a damn good reason for it. Come on. There's like plenty of good reasons for it. I can't with these
This
people.
is not overpowering. So like teachers out there, I know it's summertime, but when we start out
Yeah,
in
Monty
August,
hat and paparazzi jewelry.
You know, being able to, like, I don't know if you've ever been on like an airplane or even like in a small place and somebody takes out their like lotion, hand lotion, and you're like, that is strong.
Yeah. Okay, these people have like probably singed the inside of their nostrils with how much, like, she's got, this is an essential oil diffuser, like, in her face, dude. If you're totally okay with being in a room with a diffuser going in your face, if that's fine, but you can't go into like Bath and Body Works or like someone has a Bath and Body Works lotion and you're like, ew. Dude, something is wrong with you. You have absolutely singed the inside of your nostrils.
Sharing.
And it's like a chemical.
It is
like,
so
burst
chemical.
of
But
harsh
this
chemicals.
is even more chill than that. So nobody really knows. I think people would just chill out actually if you're in the classroom.
Around other kids.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I just saw the baby
People
wipes
will
there,
get
and
an
I was just
allergy
thinking
attack.
about this. We were on a trip a few months back. We actually went to corporate to the Young Living Farm in Mona, Utah. This is back in the fall to Fall Festival, and our oldest daughter Julia and her husband Brandon and our grandbaby was with us and traveled with us, and so Jessie had my grandbaby. She had just the very
Liquid
beginnings
Christ.
of a little bit of a diaper rash, and so Julia didn't have on hand. She thought she had packed the Seedlings diaper rash ointment, which there's two different ones, Tender Tush, and there's two different. Get both of them, try both of them. They're phenomenal. I remember using those with Joshua, who's now 18. Back when he was a baby. It's so amazing. Tender Tush just is amazing, but she didn't have those.
Tender
And
Tush.
so I said, but you have your wipes. And so just make sure you do a little extra with the Seedlings wipes, because when you look at the ingredients, like you were saying, look at the fine print, look at the ingredients, all of those essential oils and those wonderful, just everything that they put in it is.
Give us one example of what's in it without looking. Tell us. What is it that you're talking about, ma'am? What is so wonderful that's in these baby wipes? Go ahead. Go ahead. Give us one example without looking at the label. No, you're just talking out of your ass, aren't you? Yeah.
Very soothing and regenerating to skin. And so sure enough, like the next day I'm like, how's she doing? She's like, oh, she's fine. She's totally good. And it was gone. And
Oh, okay. So your baby wipes that had the number one ingredient is water. And then like there's some little essential oil sprinkled in there. You're really gonna tell us that just using Young Living's baby wipes healed diaper rash? Sure it did. Either that or the diaper rash must not have been so bad that it just like was able to clear up on its own. I'm sorry. Bullshit. Just bullshit.
so it's like crisis averted.
The most amazing part of having oil infused products is that it's not just going to do one thing.
Right.
So we have like multiple uses, and if you think you're using it for one thing, you're actually using it for like 100 other things.
Absolutely.
Because now they have calm, you know,
Cure
they're
nothing.
calm and their skin is supported and just a ton of other
Absolutely.
things.
Hey, Wendy.
Yeah.
Why didn't the mummy go on vacation?
I don't know. Why?
Because he was afraid that he would relax and unwind. I'm Talia,
And I'm Wendy.
and this is the Science Highlight.
Seems like she got rid
Unwind
of that
is a more
sunburn.
recent addition to the KidSense line, but it's powerful and gentle magnesium-based supplement specifically formulated for kids to help promote a calm and relaxed state.
Why do you need to calm kids down? Like, they're just like in their natural state. They're just kind of like wired and like all over the place, you know? I mean, unless your kid has like a condition, I don't know, like ADHD or I don't know, some other over sensory disorder or something like that. I don't see a reason why you need to buy a product specifically to calm them down. Like, you're straight up gonna fucking, oh, hi, Hunter. You're straight up like trying to sedate your kids. Oh, my kid's being a little too rowdy. We're gonna sedate the shit out of you. Like, and it's all placebo too. You know this shit doesn't work. What is it? Lavender oil? Like, you're gonna... Aren't you already diffusing lavender oil or like the calming oils or whatever? Come on.
Reduce restlessness and improve focus and mental clarity at home and in the classroom.
I call bullshit.
This individually
No
packed natural watermelon flavored powder is sweetened with Reb M, a non-GMO, zero-calorie sweetener derived from rapidly renewable sugarcane, without the aftertaste that a lot of people get from stevia, making it a highly sustainable choice.
So if it's like a byproduct of sugar cane, isn't it still like technically part, like it's like part sugar at least? How, I don't know.
Unwind also
I'm just thinking
contains
out loud.
xylitol, which helps to stimulate the immune system, your digestion, and fat metabolism. It's very low glycemic index, and some research suggests that it may also improve dental health, prevent ear infections, and possess antioxidant properties.
How?
Next up is L-theanine. It's an amino acid that benefits mental focus. One study showed that kids that added L-theanine had fewer errors in detailed tasks.
Yeah, but you could probably find I thought it was L-theanine, but okay, L-theanine, whatever, however you say it. I thought that you can get that in like most like vitamins and supplements already. Like, I've seen L-theanine or whatever the fuck because it's an artificial sweetener. Oh, gotcha. Right, what is the dental shit? Like, what is in this? Let's look it up. All right, everybody, let's look it up. What did she call it? Young Living, KidSense, Unwind. That's what it was. Okay. Oh my gosh, my allergies are so bad. I'm sorry. I keep like itching my face. I think because Itty was up here. All right. It's specifically formulated for children to help promote a calm and relaxed state, reduce rate. Okay, she already said all that. $57 if you're not a Young Living distributor or member or whatever, but hey, you can get it for a discount for $43. What is this? A pack of how many? Wait, 25 sticks for $43. That seems like stupid expensive. What's in this? Xylitol is the first ingredient, and then that L-theanine, magnesium citrate, marine mineral magnesium complex, some seed extract, citric acid, malic acid, natural watermelon as opposed to unnatural watermelon, like... Because if it's unnatural, would that be a GMO? Oh no. And then let's see, the natural sweetener, lavender essential oil, chamomile essential oil, and that's it. That's it. I'm sorry, I don't know what the fuck xylitol is. It's XYLITOL. If anyone knows what that is. Everything else on here, I'm like, so like I'm pretty sure like citric acid, isn't that like a preservative of sorts? Or am I wrong about that? I don't know. Otherwise, there's a natural sweetener, lavender and chamomile essential oil. Like, I don't know, just make your kid a chamomile tea or something. Not that kids would drink that, let's be honest. I don't even like the taste of chamomile tea. But, like, none of this seems necessary. And meanwhile, for 25 of them, the discounted price is $43.50. And what in that can have all these effects that she was saying, like the dental effects and like all these other things? Xylitol is sugar alcohol. What does it do? How does it taste like watermelon? What did they use to make the flavor? Natural watermelon, duh. There's just like chunks of watermelon in it. Yeah, I don't even know. An alternative. Okay, artificial sweetener. Wait, that's the first ingredient. Their first ingredient is an artificial sweetener? That seems odd, right? That's weird, right? Well, I mean, I guess it's like a drink powder, so you'd be pouring it into water. I don't know.
It also helps people relax before bedtime so they will fall asleep quicker and sleep harder.
This is
It
bullshit.
can affect
And
levels
you
of
already know. Oh, sorry, I'm like pausing it so much, but you already know that these people are already diffusing lavender and chamomile and all these like calming essential oils. You know that before bed every night, they're already putting every diffuser in every room on high blast of like lavender oil or something like that. You know they're already doing it. So what? So I guarantee that, like, they'll give their kids a drink of this to go to school with, and then, you know, after they come home and when it's time to wind down, if you will, after dinner or something to try to calm them. So, like, maybe they're having 2 of these little drink sticks per day, and you only get 25 of them in a box. That's expensive. That's expensive as hell. And it just sounds to me like, dude, get them a Flintstone vitamin, all right? They'll get all that magnesium and other shit that was in there. And then, I don't know, if you really feel like your kids need to have lavender essential oil, I don't, just fucking put it in your diffusers. We know you're already diffusing it. So, like, what's the point? I can't. Right? I'll take a melatonin and Benadryl before bed. Right? Yeah, dude, Benadryl knocks me the fuck out. I can't take it. Like, if I'm having an allergy attack, like, I can't take it unless I'm about to go to bed, because it will knock me out and I will go sleepy by. Maybe don't give those to your kids before bed every night, though. You know, it's probably not a great idea. Maybe only when as needed. If your kid has allergies, maybe. You know, just an idea. But, like, dude, kids are gonna be kids, okay? You don't need to be constantly buying products over and over and over again every single month to, like, try to keep them sedated. That's fucked up. You shouldn't have had kids. If you feel like your kids are too much for you, that you need to fucking sedate them every day with, I mean, not that, I keep using that word, and I know that it's not like lavender oil is an actual sedative or anything like that, but, like, that's essentially what they're trying to do. Like, you shouldn't be reproducing if you feel like just, like, normal, regular kid activities is just too much to handle, that you need to give them a drink packet 1 to 2 times a day, probably, to calm them down. You're not fit to be a parent. What are you doing?
serotonin and dopamine in the brain, which in turn influences mood, sleep, emotions, and cortisol, and helps the body deal with stress.
5-HTP, which stands for, here we go, 5-hydroxytryptophan, is another amino acid that your body naturally produces. Your body uses it to produce serotonin, which is a mood stabilizer. I don't know about you all, but sometimes my kids need a little mood stabilization.
Sometimes or every day, like multiple times a day. Also, serotonin, hey, you can buy that at the store if you have a prescription. Store-bought serotonin works great for me.
5-HTP has well-documented benefits. Some of these include aiding in weight loss, balanced mood, and combating feelings
sounds like
of
a
sadness,
chemical to me, huh?
helping to soothe aches and pains, and aiding in the production of melatonin, which is needed for that restful night's sleep.
Magnesium citrate is in this amazing list of ingredients and is sometimes called the forgotten electrolyte. Magnesium citrate causes the intestines to release water into the stool. This softens the stool and relieving occasional constipation and irregularity.
I guarantee that you can find that in most multivitamins, but all right.
Magnesium citrate is more gentle than other forms of magnesium, so no tummy aches, and has additional benefits for your bones, muscles, and heart by transporting electrical signals, calcium, and keeping your heart from skipping a beat.
See, this sounds very, like when they're saying all this stuff, sure, it sounds impressive, and it sounds like something that you're probably going to want to ingest, because it's just so helpful and blah, blah, blah. I feel like it's just, like, general, like, you could say the same things, like, about any multivitamin, right? Like, because they've got, like, all these minerals and stuff that help this and that and this and that in your body. They're making it sound like you need this drink to be able to make your poop a little softer. No, I don't know, dude. Like, that shit that will help with that is probably in your normal multivitamins. You know what I'm saying? It just sounds impressive when they put it all together in one sentence, but it's like, okay, you just, like, research every single vitamin in your multivitamin and then, like, come back to me later and tell me that it doesn't do the same exact shit.
Well, rounding out the list of ingredients is lavender and Roman chamomile essential oils to cement in that zen feeling.
I wish I had Unwind when my kids were younger.
Me too. Although I still make my teens take Unwind, and I might just...
You make them? You make them. Hey, teenage child, you're being a little too rowdy. You will drink this drink. It's like, I don't think these are fit parents. I really don't. Like, you were not prepared for motherhood, let alone, like, oh, no, the lady who said she had 4, and then there was another one who said 5 kids. I don't know how many kids Talia has, but doesn't this lady, isn't she the one who always has them on the cooking segment? Like, she's got 2 kids, or is it her? I don't know, but, like, also, there are people here who are like, I have 5 kids, I have 4 kids. It's like, okay, how? You're sedating them all the time. That's probably how.
Just sneak
Sorry.
one of these myself every now and then. The box of 25 doesn't last long in our house. After all, Unwind is safe and effective for kids of all ages. Well, what are you waiting for? Add it to your loyalty order right now.
Can you imagine how much money these people spend on all of these products? I know I feel like I say this every time we watch a video. I'm sorry, an episode of this, but, like, it's gotta be hundreds, if not, like, upwards of $1,000 a month just on this shit. On Ningxia alone, they're probably spending at least a few $100. I just can't. How is Young Living hurting for money when they have this many fucking gullible people who are just like, yeah, we buy so much. We buy so much of this. We always have a stash of this, and we run out of this really fast. And it's like, okay, so your loyalty order is probably like thousands of dollars a month. At this point, how is Young Living hurting for money? They have so many gullible people who are just, like, throwing money at them. Wild.
Hi, I'm Laura.
And I'm Max.
And we're farm junkies.
Farm junkies.
Today, greenhouse junkies.
We are. Right now, we're the greenhouse junkies.
We're greenhouse. And we want to show you a little bit about why wouldn't we be a junkie here in this beautiful greenhouse surrounded by all of this magnificent plant foliage. And it is fall right now, so unfortunately, it's not as full as it typically is. But as you can see, we're going to talk to you about, we have, of course, lavender, because we're at the Mona Whispering Springs Lavender Farm, but we also have German chamomile, goldenrod. You see Lang Lang over here. You see Melissa. And what's great about it is, from farm to farm, every farm having its own greenhouse allows us to be able to look at seed. Let's take, for example, Lang Lang that grows phenomenally in Ecuador. How does it do in the altitude here in Utah? How does that growing, can we get a bigger yield in different altitudes? How does the plant react in different environments? Yes, some plants are not native to where they're grown. We bring in seed to experiment and see. But some things, apples weren't native to most of the parts of the United States where they grow, and they grow well in Washington State in the Northeast. So when you look at something like a lavender, you can get that lavender seed, take it to different places, and have different variations of it. And so the same thing happening here. Young Living experimenting to see how these plants will grow and adapt and just make us.
So she's just like admitting that like all these products are just an experiment. Young Living has just been experimenting with stuff, and you guys are all the guinea pigs, and you're also spending thousands and thousands of dollars a year on our little experiment. Cool.
Even that more innovative in the way that we can get oils to every one of you.
And it releases limitations.
It does.
So what would happen if we had an environmental issue somewhere? Can that Young Living have a backup plan?
Sure.
So sure. We were thinking all the time of what we can do to, again, keep everything intact and keeping oils for all of us.
Nobody wants to be out of stock of any oils.
That's right.
But we don't go into a laboratory and make them. We have the seed to seal process to guarantee that if we're out of stock.
I'm pretty sure they still have a lab in which they formulate shit. Do not try to say that Young Living does not formulate anything in a lab. Come on. And even then, that's the thing. They're always like, yeah, we test our oils. We're just not letting you guys see the results because it's proprietary. It's like, if you're testing your oils, then you probably have a lab, right? So are you actually testing them or not? Because this lady's like, yeah, we don't do anything with a lab. No. We don't formulate anything. This is just nature. Ma'am, I don't know.
Out of an oil, it's because we have exhausted every measure of getting the highest quality oil that we can. And that's why we're farm junkies.
We are.
Oh no, the animals! Welcome to this segment of Animals Oils, where we hope to empower you to use your oils with your animals. And this segment is on kids and pets. Yes. And this is important. Kids and pets? Kids in the zoology segment? Cute. Also, just a disclaimer here. This lady's like, we want to empower you to use this shit on your pets. Don't listen to a single thing these people say. It's very dangerous to use essential oils on your animals and your kids, obviously, too. But animals, and like dogs in particular, in this case, are very, very sensitive to essential oils. We hear of professional-ass veterinarians who come out and say, do not use essential oils in your house. Don't use them sparingly, but don't go diffusing them where your dogs are, because they see time and time again of dogs having seizures and stuff, developing seizure issues because of the essential oils that are just constantly in the air. They're breathing them in. It's poison, and it's rotting their brains. Literally. So you have to be very, very careful with essential oils with pets. It's best to just not use them around your pets at all. Meanwhile, you have these people please do use them on your pets. No, please don't. Actually, it's dangerous. Very dangerous.
Because this is where a lot of friction comes in, kids and pets, and
sure.
You get nips and whatever. I don't even like to say it because my dogs don't bite kids. But anyway.
No, her dogs are fantastic, and my grandbabies are a testament to that.
Yes, her grandbabies have put my dogs through the ringer, and they came out with flying colors. But if you're bringing a new baby home,
yes,
how can our essential oils help that transition?
Actually, you can start preparing ahead of time, and one of the things I like to do is mark a moment with a scent. And so you're going to want to wear your dogs out and, drain them of their energy, and then pull out that oil. Gentle Baby, especially if you're expecting
It needs to be a new oil, one that you don't use very often. And so Gentle Baby is actually perfect oil because after the baby comes home, you're going to be wanting to use the Gentle Baby's products. And this is what they smell like. So if you establish it as the calm oil in the beginning, then as you're using it, the dogs have already associated that with calm.
You know what's just so funny about that is that every other household in America, when they bring a new baby home and they introduce the baby to the pets, usually ends up going pretty well for them. And none of them are using these stupid fucking essential oils. It's almost like you don't need essential oils to help when you're bringing a baby home to meet your dogs, dude. What? That's just like, this is made up, dude. This is just... It's like a grift at this point. Like, what? How about no?
Absolutely. So, I know you already said it, but I am a repeater. I want to reiterate that when you are trying to establish this as a calm oil, you want to wear them out, and they want to be in a calm state because you're going to seal the state they're in. You don't want to pull this out when they're excited, because now it's the excited oil. That's not. We're defeating the purpose. Okay, so yeah, so it's a placebo then. If you're saying that, like, oh, this essential oil is supposed to be calming or whatever, but if you bring it out while the dogs are being all cray and stuff, then suddenly it's like it's gonna make them excited. It's like, but if it's meant to make them calm, then why are they getting so like uncontrollably excited? It sounds to me like it doesn't actually work the way that you say it does. So what's the point? It's just a freaking sinkhole to throw your money into, really. That's a great tip. I love that. And
also too, when you bring a new baby home, what you want to do is teach your dog to give distance. And what that equates to in the doggy terms is giving respect to the baby. And so you want to make your baby also a pack leader. All the dogs are behind all the people. So to equip your baby to become the pack leader, it might be hard at first because
I'm sorry, to equip you're gonna make sure the baby is the leader of the dog pack. Your baby is a human, not a wolf.
You want them to meet and like each other, but it will go great if you make that dog give distance for a good long while. So anyway, that's my little tip.
We said pack order a couple of times, so we're going to talk about that. The dogs are at the bottom of the pack order.
Yes.
It goes alpha, which is me in my house. I'm the alpha.
She is the alpha.
I am the ultimate alpha. And then it's the kids, and then it's the pets. That's the...
She looks like a beta to me. Oh, burn! A sick burn! Oh!
Order it needs to stay in, and that way there's no... because dogs get nippy when they're uncertain of pack order. And so if you make that certain in the beginning, then you eliminate a lot of that. Yes. What about older kids and pets?
Oh, so if you have a dog that's super excited, one of the things that you can teach your kiddos is to be like a statue. And don't have appendages waving around and not a lot of, just teach them to also, which you can use in oil. Like, we're going to practice being calm around, say you're going to a friend's house and there's going to be an excited dog that, you just have to deal with it. Right. So give your kids an oil, have them breathe it, and tell them you're going to go in and be like a statue. And then also you as a parent, the protector, you can step between and step towards. And another action you can teach your kids is to step towards the dog and claim their space.
Yes, because the worst thing you want to do is back up. Because back up means chase me. Step forward means I'm in charge now.
Yeah,
so
I love it.
So those are great tips. Those are great tips. So we want you to go
and be the boss of it.
I want you to go and shove those essential oils right up your butt and then just boof them. Absorb them into your bloodstream and never talk to me again.
And of course, we have things like fun kids diffusers and the oils. The
like
kids
expensive as hell. Do you guys remember Snowy the Owl? Well, they had, I forget what the other owl diffuser was, but they came out with a new version of it, and it was like $120 for a stupid fucking like plastic ass owl that they called Snowy. Oh, Snowy's so cute! And only $125. Like, dude, if I drop that one time, it will shatter into a million pieces. It is not worth that at all. She's like, yeah, we have so many fun kit diffusers. Dude, go on Amazon. I'm sorry. Go to fucking Bed Bath & Beyond or something. Buy yourself a $20 diffuser. It probably works better than any of the diffusers they have to sell at Young Living.
Balls on the top. It makes the kids feel like it's their oils, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We used to have to make stuff for them all the time, but like you said, now that this stuff is out, I mean, I always tell this story because I know when somebody's done something to another sibling because I can smell valor. And I'm like, who kicked or hit who where?
So you've brainwashed your children enough so that now when they get into altercations, they're just, instead of like teaching them to actually like socially be able to deal with confrontation or disagreements with other people, no, just put some essential oils on it. We don't need to teach our kids manners. We don't need to teach our kids how to behave around other people. We don't need to teach them how to be respectful human beings who are sharing the planet with the rest of us. All we need to do is give them valor. These people are raising... These children will not be able to function in society. Like, and I've said this before, where I feel like if you're raising kids to be constantly like ingesting essential oils, rubbing it on them, sniffing them like deeply every time they have some emotion here and there, they're going to get into the real world. They're going to go to college or whatever, a university, and then get a real job. Sorry. They're going to go to college and then like have like a dorm with like normal people. And they're going to start diffusing shit in their dorm room, and then everyone's going to be like, ew, it stinks in here. Also, it's making me break out in hives because I'm allergic to the shit that you're diffusing. Can you please stop? And, Bed Bath & Beyond said that they're closing for real? Oh, shit. That sucks for all the people who invested in Bed Bath & Beyond in the stocks because they thought that they were going to make a bunch of money off of them. Anyway, yeah, bummer. Yeah, no, they're gonna enter the real world. They're gonna be taking, like, they're gonna have those little pills, like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like, have them all, be constantly taking, like, a bazillion pills, and people in college are gonna be like, the fuck are you doing? Like, you take more pills than my grandfather, you know? Why are you doing that? Someone is, like, cramming for an exam, and they're just like, here, have a sniff of this oil. And you go, what the fuck is that? Get out of here. I just need to smoke a little bit of weed. And then they're like, now I'm calm. That's what you do in college, right? That's what they're all doing there. That's how they calm down, and that's how they study. Come on. You don't need these fucking essential oils. People are going to think that they are weird. Because they are weird. Because no one else in society acts like this. Because these people have been raised to believe that this is just the way of life. This is how you're healthy. This is how you're normal. This is how everyone functions in society. People are not functioning. They're not dealing with their emotions. They're not doing any of these things because they don't have essential oils. Or no, they're not doing any of these things without essential oils, right? And then they get into the real world and they're like, oh, everything that I was raised to believe is just a fucking lie. And then they're going to have to figure out how to function as human beings without essential oils. And that's going to be hard for them. THC is my essential oil. Yep, for real. Bed Bath & Beyond's no longer honoring gift cards or points. Wow, that's a bummer. And weed is all natural, yeah. No chemicals. Please. I swear, like, you're just raising kids that are going to have a difficult time entering society as an adult. Great job. Great job. Because what you've done here is you have trained them that instead of actually learning to deal with problems and disagreements and arguments and things like that, to just put an essential oil on it. I don't want to be around those people. No. I don't want to share the planet with people like that. I want you to, like, be an empathetic human being and be able to admit when you fuck up. If you have a disagreement with someone, like, be an adult and not just, like, start dashing little, where's my essential oil? Just, like, like, all over the place. You're wild. You are wild.
Because then they're like, put valor on it, put valor on it.
So they're treating each other.
Yeah, they treat each other.
They're like taking care of one another with their oils.
Wall, and like, you know, they're like looking hard for something. I'm like, oh, what are you looking for? And it's like, I just can't focus right now, or my stomach hurts. And like, they know, like, we didn't grow up that way. And it's really incredible to see.
Yeah.
Like 7 and 8 and even like 4-year-olds. My 2-year-old, we were at bed yesterday at the hotel and he's like putting his feet up like, oil, hello. Like, where
those poor brainwashed children. They don't even know. It's not their fault. They don't know that this is not how normal people act. in real life. Like, unless they go to oily college. Maybe you'll meet some other oily friends there, but whose parents have indoctrinated them into the oily cult. But yeah, no, I mean, this is sad. This is fucking sad, dude.
Where's my bedtime oil? So they know what feels good.
They do. And they, you know, whenever there's some people that'll say,
they
oh,
know
that
what
oil
we've
doesn't
taught
work.
them.
That's just a placebo effect. Well, you know, there is no such thing as placebo effect.
Stop! Yes, there is. Oh my god. This is the same woman who was like running around talking about how there's studies for all of these ingredients. There's studies and stuff that show that all of these blah, blah, and these products are this and that. Hey, there's a bazillion studies about the placebo effect. Don't try to be like, no, doesn't exist. Like, I will literally Google it right now. Is the placebo effect real? Excuse me. Yeah, there's just the power of the placebo effect from health.harvard.edu. The placebo effect, amazing and real. The myth of the placebo effect. Here is a actual study here. Okay, so maybe this is what she's talking about. Hold on, let me pull it up. The abstract. So this is on PubMed, the NIH, which is a reliable source. Author information. Oh, wait, is this peer reviewed though? I don't know. The placebo response is a myth. It does not exist in reality, and continuing to name it is hindering the optimal application of science to healing in medicine. On the surface, it's obvious that when defined as a biological response to an inert pill, the idea of response to a placebo is I think what he's trying to say is that, like, it's all in your head, which we know that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Placebos are used in studies all the time. Double-blind studies are done with a placebo for a reason. Right, yeah, what the fuck is this study talking about? I think, ponder what people, blah, 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 blah. We have flawed assumptions of the value that reductionistic science and the demonstration of special effects has for healing. Okay, I mean, that seems to be explaining the placebo effect pretty well. WebMD has shit about the placebo effect, the power of the placebo effect in a TED Talk, Michigan Medicine. Yeah, like, please. There's so many studies about this. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Placebo called, they want their name back. No. Okay, maybe I should let her finish what she was going to say about the placebo effect, but she's like, it's not real. No, like, that's the point of it. Like, placebo... I don't have to explain what the placebo effect is. Like, we all know what it is, right? I don't really know how to describe it. I think we just know that it's like, you think you're getting something when it's not, but you're still experiencing the effects that you're supposed to, because essentially your mind thinks it's supposed to be experiencing those effects. I don't think the placebo effect works for everybody in every situation, but in Young Living's case, in these oily, crunchy mamas cases, yeah, most of the shit that they're experiencing is a placebo effect. So, like, come on.
For animals and for babies and children.
Yeah, right.
There's no such thing. So if it works, you know.
Oh, okay, so she's saying that the placebo effect exists, but not for animals and children. I guess in certain situations, sure, maybe. I don't know. I'll look that up. There's no placebo effect in Basingse. What is that? I don't know.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, well, it doesn't work.
I don't know what that means anymore.
Right. They're like, or their tummy's not feeling good. When it feels good, they're off running and playing.
Yeah.
You know, if they're like wanting to lay down and it's the middle of the day and acting sluggish or lethargic or whatever, you know something's wrong. Yeah. And then when you use that oil and
Whoa. Okay, hold on. This is from nature.com. I don't really know, but it's like the first result. I said, does the placebo effect happen to children? And it said, reviews and meta-analyses usually conclude that the placebo response rates in trials in general are higher in children and adolescents than in adults. So kids are more receptive to being in placebo, like studies like that. I guess maybe not for babies, but like babies can't tell you like with words that their tummy hurts or whatever. They just cry because they can't talk. Placebo effect in infants, toddlers, and parents. Placebos and otherwise equivalent interventions can positively influence parents and infants' behavior, leading to a clinical outcome of improvements. Like, yeah, that is the placebo effect. Like, what are you talking about? I can't. Placebo by proxy, that's a thing. If placebo by proxy is a thing, then yeah, it's no wonder if you're gonna sit here and be like, yep, clearly it works. My kid's off running around. Dude, like, I don't know. Where are my parents at? Where are all my parents at up in here? My children, like, they might have a fever of like 102. And yeah, sure, they get a little fussy and stuff, and like, you can tell that they don't feel great. But that does not stop them from still being kids. Like when, I don't remember the last time Griffin had a fever. It's been a while. But like, he still acts normal, except maybe just like a little more fussy. And then like, I have to like work to make him like, come lay down, like rest with me, you know? Like, yeah, no, even when they're not feeling good, kids can still be kids. Like, they have this weird thing in their brains where they're just like, go, 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 go all the time. Although maybe she's not realizing that because she's also trying to sedate her kids with the unwind shit all the time. I don't know. My grandchildren will still play and run around when they aren't feeling well. Exactly. Dude. It makes sense that it'd be higher for your kids. Your kid says XYZ hurts, so the mom tells the kid this will fix it. Of course the kid's gonna believe it. Right. It's literally just like the whole, like, kiss my boo-boo, make it better. Like, that's placebo. Like, oh my god. Oh wow, my parents used air freshener they called Monster Away on me, which worked. That's genius. Wow. Yeah. Maybe it's a bias on her. She expects a result and convinces herself that the oil caused the result and not comfort or food or attention. Yeah. That's probably the placebo by proxy shit that I was just reading. Yeah, dude, if mom is full of praise when you act happy and you get your oils, you're more likely to act that way. Yup. Looking for constant validation. That's what kids do. I hate this. I hate this so much. She's like, no, clearly they work. Even though there's like scientific studies to like say the opposite of what you're suggesting. Like, the scientists do not agree with you. The science does not agree with you. Doesn't even matter who's the scientist who's saying it. It's just in general, the science doesn't agree with what you're saying, ma'am.
You're putting it on and you're teaching them how to roll it on their feet or, you know, rub it on, you know, topically or however you're going to use it. And then you give it 10, 15, 20 minutes, maybe not even that much. And they're off and running. So you see it.
Children who don't use essential oils when they feel yucky do the same thing. My kids do that. Every kid does that. 1 second they're like, my tummy hurts, and the next minute they're off climbing a tree, because that's what kids do.
The results that this is working.
And you don't have to have like the right thing for the exact issue.
Right.
Like sometimes I'm driving and I just, like, they're being really loud and I just like grab an oil out of my purse. I'm like, here, put this on somebody. And they're like,
yeah.
This? Like, really? Endoflex? I'm like, yeah, just put it on. Isn't this for you and your happy hormones?
No, Endoflex.
And you know that these people, like, they shove essential oils on their kids at any given moment. Like, any moment that they find a reason to, they will do it. So at a certain point, like, the kids are probably like, okay, what oil did you give me? Endoflex? Oh, you usually give this to me when I have this issue or that. Like, kids are smarter than you're giving them credit for, dude. They probably absolutely realize what you're doing.
For everybody.
For everybody.
We did cover that last season too. But yeah, then they calm down. So just get your oils and use them. Now we have supplements that not are just for kids, because there's some that I take too that I love, especially our Pro.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, Mighty Pro. Mighty Pro. And this is our kids probiotic, and we all have one because it tastes so good. And
do they not? Come on, you're gonna tell me they don't have a probiotic for adults? I'm pretty sure they do. Pretty sure they've talked about it too. So you take, like, are you stacking them? Like you're taking multiple?
It's inevitably. I get messages here and there. It's like, is it okay if I take KidSense Mighty Pro? You know, and I'm like, yes, it is not just for kids. We can take it too. It's super yum.
I thought those were drink mixes. They're not?
That was
so
exactly
good.
what I told them.
It's just, are you supposed to take it that way? I thought these were drink mixes. I have to look
And then
this
they're
up.
like, what's Pixie Stick?
Yeah, because I know. Ethan was like, what's a pixie stick? I'm like,
Nothing you don't want to know.
I'm so glad you don't know what that is.
This is what it is.
That poor child doesn't know
And
what
it
a
has
pixie
a
stick is.
prebiotic and a probiotic, which makes it super easy.
That's right, and it's stevia, and isn't it xylitol that's in there?
I thought they said they didn't like stevia. Like at the beginning of this, they were talking shit about stevia. And now she's like, oh yeah, there's stevia in here. Do you like it or not?
Yes.
So it's good for your teeth.
Yay, I love this one.
Hello, everyone. And today, what are we making, Talia? Okay, so we are making one of my favorite summer salads. Super easy.
Summer salad.
Dump watermelon salad. It's savory and it's sweet and it's refreshing, and it will you will not have leftovers.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's super simple. So what we have is watermelon, pre-cubed watermelon. You can either, buy your watermelon and cut it up.
That looks so good.
Or you can just buy it,
Can't wait
cubed
for
up
them
if
to
you're
ruin
in a
this.
super hurry. What I like to do first, and now I do this right before I serve it because watermelon is, lots of water, right? And it'll get soggy.
Just an update. Yeah, watermelon soggy. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I guess apparently they're not drink mixes. The pixie stick things. I guess that's how you're supposed to take them. 4 years and older, empty contents of 1 packet into the mouth to dissolve. Yikes.
So I don't do this and let it sit. I do it right before I'm going to serve it. So I actually have fresh mint, and this is just a tiny bit of olive oil with spearmint vitality. And it's just enough to give it a little something extra.
Okay, so this totally.
But you're already putting mint in there. If you feel like it needs to be mintier, put more mint in it. You're already putting it in there. Ma'am, this is unnecessary. Why? And we should know that, like, these spearmints, they're so strong. This is going to be so easy to put way too much of this shit in here. Just use actual mint. You already are. Wow.
Really boost that mint.
Yes.
I love doing that with our vitality oils. When you have an herb, you use the fresh herb, and then you add in the vitality oil, and it just gives a boost of flavor.
So you can use spearmint, you can use peppermint, you can use really any mint. I've actually also done this with basil. It's very good. So it's kind of make it your own.
This is pointless.
So I actually
what are you doing?
Okay, I know I go a little against the grain. I know you've been told that you should use the toothpick and the swirl. I have like 3 drops in here in this 1 tablespoon of olive oil.
But it's spearmint, though.
It is spearmint. It's not
oregano.
It's not. It's not a super potent.
You're gonna say that spearmint essential oil is not super potent? What? Huh? Stop.
Oil. So I actually take this and I just put this over the mint.
Okay, so you put this in here, stirred it up, and then you pour it on the mint.
And then I put it in the mint, and then I
so
actually just kind of
stupid.
listen, y'all. I'm from the Bayou. We don't really use spoons, so I'm gonna do this over this.
She washed her hands.
Yes,
we both
pre-washed. So I just kind of do this because I don't want the spearmint. I don't want it to all stick to the watermelon. I want it to stick to the mint. Okay. And so then I just...
So basically what I'm hearing her say is you need, like, the mint by itself isn't minty enough. You need to make it mintier. Dude, it's mint. It's like in its most natural form. It's mint. It's freaking... Why? I just I don't get it. Why are you doing this?
This is, you guys, this is to kind of
Put
to your
mint
taste.
on the
It
mint.
does not
Exactly
have to
what
be
are you doing?
any specific
Thank you,
amount,
Tanya.
whatever you like. And then we do a little bit of red onion. I don't prefer white onion with this.
watermelon?
The red onion, number one, looks better, but also it tastes better. If you don't like a lot of onion flavor, just do a little bit, or you could even leave this part out if it's not your it's not your flavor. But I encourage you to try it at least once with the onions.
Red onion. Okay.
Yes, and then this
I don't
is
know.
feta cheese, which is delicious. And so I'm just gonna put this in here.
What'd she say?
Like
Is that
this.
feta?
Oh, my word.
You guys, it's so
It's
good.
amazing.
And so then I'm just gonna mix this. Like, it's really, because if you do it with like a spoon, you're gonna smash up your watermelon.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so you
That
wanna be
makes
really
sense.
gentle with it.
Okay.
And just kind of toss it like this.
I'm glad you did wash your hands with
Yeah,
our thieves.
right? Yes, that's what I was
Thank
thinking.
you.
She washed her hands with the thieves' hand soap, so you know they're probably not as clean as they could be. Ooh. The onion's actually legit, though. Yeah, like, I feel like I could see it maybe possibly working. I don't know about, like, well, I could see, like, the mint, like, the natural mint without the extra mint. I could see that, like, maybe going well with the kind of sweetness of the watermelon. But then, like, onion with that, I don't know, because, like, they're adding the feta cheese, which makes it kind of, it gives it that savory thing going on. So maybe that plays well with the onions. I'm not totally convinced, but maybe. Oh no, I love onions too, don't get me wrong, but I've never thought to put onions with watermelon. That's interesting.
So, and like, that's
Oh,
it.
ma'am, are you whole
This is
slamming
it.
your
It's
watermelon
done.
with this?
So then we've got to try
Right.
this.
Towel.
Okay. I'll hand you the towel.
Sarah's gonna serve for
And
us.
you know what? I think we can just eat it right out of the
We
bowl.
could.
Just
Let's see. Look how pretty this is,
It's
though. Like, look at
so-
all the colors.
Why the fuck do you have a fork? You just put your hands all up in it. Just grab another piece. Like, just grab a piece and stick it in your mouth, dude. You already had your hands in it.
gorgeous.
All the colors are really, really beautiful. It looks super fresh. So
It is. It is.
I
Okay.
say we just
I got to get
go
just
for
the
it.
right bite. I want this one. Okay.
Oh my word.
That is so amazing.
Experiment makes it.
Oh my goodness, the spearmint totally, like, it pumps that mint flavor.
You know what else pumps mint flavor? Mint. More mint. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I saw someone in the chat saying, like, you could just use, like, peppermint extract, which, yeah, probably cheaper to buy that shit from the store. And probably tastes better, too, honestly. Watermelon, mint, red onion, and lime is amazing. All right, well, I'll take your guys' word for it. Like, thinking about it in my mind, I'm like, probably would work, but it just sounds a little weird. Maybe it's a bit of an acquired taste, but I think I could probably get down with it. Just minus the spearmint oil. Like, what the fuck? Stop it.
I mean, just with those couple little
Water
drops,
salad.
that 1 tablespoon
Yeah.
of oil. It is very,
And
very...
I can still taste the feta. I can still taste the onion. And it's just a little bit of onion.
Yes, it's very little.
It's a perfect balance.
And
Oh
I would
my
say
gosh.
definitely when you do your onion, when you cut your onion, make sure you're slicing it super thin. You could even, if you have one of those like mandolin things.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If you're scared to chop it really thin, use that because you want a very, very thin little bite. But yeah,
So good.
super fast, super quick.
Thank you, Talia.
You're welcome.
It's wonderful.
Ew. Yeah, more kid shit. Yeah. She hated it.
Does anyone have an early memory of your mom or your dad using Young Living essential oil?
Of course they do. Of course they do, because they've been indoctrinated and slathered in oil since birth.
Clothes on you.
Yes.
What about you?
We used to have a garden, and I remember picking peaches, and then I would hold them under my neck, and then like under my chin, and then I got like a really bad rash. So my mom just put stress away.
Oh, like he would like pick them and like use his neck to carry them or whatever.
On it.
Oh, that is awesome. And how old are you?
Probably 5.
Oh, that's so sweet. Anyone else? Were you young, first memories? Yes, Abby?
Is actually when my mom found oils was when I was probably like, I was really young, but I had really bad lung problems. Like,
do you think she's speaking about this from memory, or she's just been told this story over and over again, or heard her mom tell this story to all of her oily mama friends over and over again? So now she just repeats it. I doubt she remembers any of this, but anyway, tell us how essential oils cured your bronchitis and whatever other lung problem that you're gonna say that you had.
Bronchitis and all that. So medicine wasn't working.
Yes.
It wasn't working.
But
so she started
were.
using RC a lot.
Okay.
And that became my dad's favorite oil too.
Oh, that is so sweet that she.
I can't remember what their RC oil is. I'll look it up. But okay, what medicine were you taking? Because for bronchitis, you have to take antibiotics, I'm pretty sure. I'm almost certain you need to go to a doctor and be given antibiotics. And then when you're on antibiotics, you have to follow the strict regimen for like 10 days or some shit. Otherwise, they don't work. There's no way she remembers any of this. Like, I would put money on it that this didn't actually happen either. That this is just like some story her mom made up. So, anyway, let me see what that RC oil is.
Did that for you.
Oh,
And
this
okay,
is
so let
absolutely
me
a
just
health
say,
point, yeah.
I've known Abby.
Medicine wasn't working to help my bronchitis, but RC oil was. RC cola is the shit. No, not RC soda.
For a while. I don't know that. I know her when she was going through this, and it is such a blessing to see you healthy and breathing well.
Earliest that I can remember is I was an oily baby, so my mom was rubbing oils on me before I was even in the actual world. But the earliest I can remember is one day I like broke out in hives. I don't know what happened.
Probably because you're allergic to something that your mom is pumping into the air. I don't know, it's just so random that I'm just breaking out into hives for no reason. Couldn't be the oils. No, not at all. Anyway, RC. Cypress, spruce, and 3 types of eucalyptus. The initials stand for respiratory care. Really? Are they allowed to, like, because they put it as initials instead of actually just calling it respiratory care? Is that like a loophole to get around basically making health claims on the label? This oil may provide a refreshing breathing experience. That's generally what breathing does with or without essential oils. It like refreshes you. Yeah, feels great to breathe. Now, this oil blend, the discounted price is only $12, which this might be some of the cheapest shit I've ever seen Young Living have. Anyway, add 1 to 3 drops to vegetable oil and rub it on your chest. So it's like Vicks Vapor Rub, basically. Diffuse 8 to 20 drops to experience the relaxing aroma in any stuffy environment. All right. Massages after going to the gym. Brighten your outlook during early morning errands. What? Okay, yeah, it sounds like it's just like their version of, like Vicks, but yeah, exactly, that's what it sounds like, because I think that's basically what it is.
Happened, but as soon as it happened, she began to rub the raindrop and purification and lavender and just kind of like doused myself in oils. It kind of smelled like a pizza. Like everything was all over. But it cleared up like the next day. And
that's amazing.
Yeah.
A bullshit. That is bullshit. That right there is some dumb diddly bullshit. Dude. Stop. There's no fucking way. She randomly broke out into wait, because like for me, like when I get hives, and I get hives a lot because like I'm allergic to my cats, but like her saying like my hives cleared up the next day, like sounding like, wow, that's amazing. I mean, usually like if you like clean the affected area and maybe pop a Benadryl or something, like they'll go away within like an hour or so. You know, like just normally. But she's like, oh yeah, my hives went away in a day. I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that's an abnormally long amount of time for someone to have hives, right? Stress-induced hives? Maybe. Could be. Smelled like a pizza. Yeah, they're gonna ruin pizza, of course. Mine clear up in less than 2 hours, right? But she's just like, oh no, my mom used the raindrop technique, and my hives cleared up by the next day. Dude, yeah, no, hives for me don't, like, even in my worst hive experiences, like when I used to work at PetSmart, I'm very, very allergic to rats and guinea pigs. But I didn't care. There was one day, it was before I was a dog groomer, I was just a cashier. Vroom, vroom, motherfucker. Put a muffler on your car. I remember like the pet care person, the person who like cleans all the rat cages and stuff, like I was walking by them just doing something, we were closing, and they're like, here, can you hold this rat real fast? I was like, yeah, sure, of course, thank you, because they're so sweet. Within like 5 minutes, I had all my arms were bright red with white bumps all over them, and my eyes were starting to swell shut. Dude, within like 5 minutes. Now, thankfully, I was able to get home despite the fact that my eyes were like swelling shut. Like, I'm very allergic to them. It's very sad. So I was getting like hives all over my neck, all over my chest, like just from touching this rat with my hand. Well, probably like, oh, you know, so that would probably make sense. Either way, even with such a severe allergic reaction like that, it's like by the time I got home, like the hives were gone. That's how hives usually work, so yeah. Dude, well, I had guinea pigs as a kid too. We had rats as a kid too. Like when I was little, I didn't have allergies to any animals really. I think it was like after puberty happened probably, because like we got guinea pigs when I think I was in 6th grade, so I was 11, and I was a late bloomer. So, like, with it, after a few years, like, I remember specifically there was one time I took our guinea pigs and I was playing with them in the backyard, like, in the grass, and dude, the hives I got, the itchiness, like, I'm allergic to grass, too, like, certain types of grasses, like, if I touch it, yeah, that sucks. Yeah, and ever since then, I couldn't play with the guinea pigs anymore because they fucked me up. It makes me so sad. We had like a chinchilla and stuff. My husband and I had chinchillas when we first moved in together when we were 18, and I never had issues with them. I had friends that had rabbits. I never had issues with them, but it's rats and guinea pigs. I can't. They mess me up, dude. For me, they heal forever. What hives do? Do you like itch them and then they just get all scabby or something? Ferrets are, I don't think that, no, that I'm not allergic to them, but I know a lot of people are. Anyway, yeah, no, it's awful. It's pretty bad. That being said, like, even some of my worst, like, hive situations, they clear up fairly quickly. I don't need to wait overnight or for a whole 24 hours from the clear up. Like, I don't think this lady or this girl knows how hives work. And so, like, when her mom was going around bragging about how well the raindrop technique works to get rid of hives, apparently, she's just like, oh, okay, so hives are supposed to stick around longer than that. Okay, Mom. Hey, thanks for using essential oils on me to clear up my hives in 24 hours. What? Oh, chinchillas are hypoallergenic. That makes sense why I'm not allergic to them. Oh, you got a chemical burn from sunscreen? Australian gold. I don't know what that is, but damn, that sucks. Yeah, Quinlan, I know you have chinchillas, but yeah, they're great. They're great little animals, but yeah, no, I never had an issue with them. But rats and guinea pigs, nope, can't do it. That's you though. Your experiences and everyone's kind of a weird assumption to that. Wait, what? With hives? No, I'm asking like cuz I'm pretty sure like I mean, do hives last longer for other people? I'm pretty sure they're not supposed to last that long. Your throat closes up with guinea pigs. Yeah. Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, that too. Anyway, yeah, no, please explain to me. I'm not trying to say that like no one else has hives that last a long time. I'm just like, from what I understand, they don't last forever. I don't know.
Yeah, and then you had pizza for lunch the next day.
Ew.
Let me just say, that's the same thing that happened to me.
You are what you eat, I guess.
I kind of feel like pizza after a raindrop. It was amazing.
Hypoallergenic dogs
so
is bullshit.
Other question, supplements. Do you remember your
Because they're so
you as kids,
bred and
your mom or dad giving you supplements, and maybe stuff.
Half the chat said they've had hives last multiple days. Really? What did I miss? I was trying to keep an eye on the chat, but I guess I missed all those. Yeah. Who, me? You think I'm allergic to a lot? I am allergic to a lot. No foods, just like animals. It fucking sucks. Literally multiple people said so. Well, excuse me for missing it. 200 people in the chat. Oops. My bad.
Tasting. But you downed it and you're better for it today.
Super C.
Super C.
I loved the kids. Mighty Vites.
Oh, you love it. Okay.
The Mighty Pro.
You love them.
I would sneak some.
Do you still sneak some? Please be honest. No? You don't sneak bags? Let me just say, those are delicious. And
vitamins?
Anybody can describe the flavor. What is the flavor of a Mighty?
Like a pixie stick.
It is like a pixie stick with a little bit of citrus. I don't know if y'all get citrus from it. Yeah? Anybody else supplements that y'all had?
The Emmy Pro, I think it's the Emmy Pro, and then Super C also.
Okay, Super C. Did you like those, or were those not the best?
Not at the time.
Not at the time.
But now,
I feel like so often these people are like, yeah, this Young Living, like they're talking about these things like that, like their collagen powder, saying like it tastes like fish, or just, I don't know, just like so much shit. Like the stream, it won't give you hives. There's so many things in Young Living that these people on this show specifically have mentioned that the taste is just horrible. And this kid's just like, no, at the time I didn't like it, but now he's gonna be like, oh yeah, but now you love it. It's like, yeah, you tell him what he likes. Jesus Christ.
You love it. Okay.
yeah.
It's tolerable.
Yes.
Okay. Good. Anybody else?
My mom used to also make me have MindWise.
Yes.
And I hated the taste of MindWise. I still hate the taste. It's not my favorite. I take it because I have to, but you know.
You don't have to. Dude, there's plenty of people who are surviving out here in the real world who don't have to take that shit either. Can you stop forcing essential oils on your kids, dude? Come on.
It does have says like oils, the fish oils, the fatty, you know, which is great for your brain. So thank God you can take that. And you can always mix it, right?
I mix my MindWise with Ningxia.
Yeah.
Just
and then just chug it.
Gross.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us again for Big Spank for Your
Money
Buck.
hat.
We're here with Talia. My name's Amanda. And we're talking about kind of the most basic products that you might need if you find yourself in a situation that you did not plan for. Like camping in the backyard.
Maybe your husband took you camping and you were not ready.
Tent camping.
Oh, because men are the only people who like to go camping? Okay, eat my ass.
This is not glamping, people.
Yeah, women can only glamp. Yeah, only glamping for women. If you go on an unexpected trip, it must be because your husband brought you, because real women don't like to camp. That's a joke. They're fucking liars. I love camping. Like, shut up.
Or maybe you have lived through something that you really didn't plan for, like a hurricane.
That is a big hat.
Right, or even a freeze and lost your electricity and even your water.
Are you okay? This is gonna be interesting. I can tell. The hat thing. Do you guys? Oh my god! I feel like I have to pull it up. There's a scene in, is it Scary Movie 3, where her hat just keeps getting bigger and bigger every time she looks away. Oh, that was Griffin McElroy, excuse me. Hold on, we gotta take a detour. I have to show you guys this shit. Sucks, because the hat looks just like it. Okay, wait. Please hold. Nope, not that one. Okay, wait, hold on. Is this Scary Movie 3? Yeah, I think so. Let me open a new tab here. We need Scary Movie 3 hat. Getting bigger. Yep. Oh my god, here it is. Wait, this is only 39 seconds long? Okay. That's good, actually.
I didn't mean to upset you, Father.
Please, I'm not a minister anymore.
Watch her hat.
I lost my faith. A terrible night.
Your faith will return, just as sure as the sun will rise.
Sounds like a long shot.
Look, there's always an explanation for all this so-called phenomenon.
Maybe you're right. It was probably just the reasons.
And when I get through with them,
see, this is what her hat looks like right now.
On this farm for a long time.
It's so stupid.
You all right, Tom? Get some rest.
That's it. Oh, hey, Cinnamon Toast Ken, what's up? Yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys. Okay, so now you saw that. Look at her hat. And this pause face is really good. Oh my god. Dude, Scary Movie 3 is the best scary movie. Like, the rest of them are shit. That is a great... Scary Movie 3, though, A-okay, man. It's good. So, I just think it's funny to consider that, like, by the end of this, little scene here, and she's got, like, a hat that's, like, this big. Dude, yeah, Charlie Sheen, he was in the fourth one, too. He dies by getting a giant boner because he accidentally takes too much Viagra, and then he falls out a window. Because he, like, can't escape his giant boner. But Scary Movie 4 is pretty stupid, too. No, Scary Movie 3 is the only good one.
So, yeah. Yes. So, recently,
Sorry.
we went through a pretty devastating hurricane in our town, and so we were out of electricity and water for a while. And so these are some of the things that we did, and some of the things you can have on hand for if you find yourself in a situation where maybe you don't have a lot of water or something like that. So, one of the most probably unexpected things that we used were the Seedlings baby wipes, and not for the reasons you might think. We did not use them in the restroom. We actually bathed with these. Wow. And a little bit of Thieves soap. Actually, I don't know, we don't have it here, but we had the hand soap, and we actually only had...
Okay, but like if you were finding yourself in a situation where you couldn't use water and you needed to take a bath, like you can use any soap in any baby wipe. It doesn't have to be Young Living. You're just like, she's basically like doomsday prepping us when it's like you can doomsday prep or even just, you know, prep for a situation like she said. Maybe you have, like, your power goes out or whatever. You can do that and spend a lot less money. Yeah.
Kind of, we didn't have any running water, but we had like bottled water.
Yes.
And so we would actually take the baby wipes, because they're actually really soft, and wet them. So they're a little bit more wet.
They're also very sturdy.
Yes, they're very sturdy. So they're a little bit more saturated. And
so are regular baby wipes, dude. Just like in general, they're supposed to be sturdy because they're wet. If they were like thin, like like toilet paper, they would just disintegrate. Our baby wipes are sturdy. Yeah, they're all supposed to be. You're also supposed to fill your tub up with water before you lose power. That's probably a better tip than these people would ever give. I don't know. We don't get like, I mean, we do get big storms out here, but not like hurricane, tornado type stuff. I mean, we have had tornadoes out here, but it's very rare. So we don't really find ourselves in that situation very often. Sometimes our monsoon storms get a little cray-cray, but we'll only lose power for a few hours.
And we would actually put
Water
a
is
pump
wet.
of
Yep.
Thieves soap
Wow.
and use that to bathe. And I'm telling you, works way better than you think it works. I would never have expected that that would be something that I would have had to do.
They're baby wipes. They're meant to clean shit off of a baby's butt. Yeah, of course they're gonna work decently.
But it works really well. So I could see that working very well. So you can put some of these in a Ziploc bag and take them on a camping trip or take them, you know, out with you, you know, in your car. Put them in your car, in your glove box.
I always
you know.
I always have something in my car.
Yes. So that was good for that. A couple other things that we also have that we keep in our house is also, obviously the Thieves wipes and then the Thieves hand sanitizing wipes. They are different.
Yes, they are.
I don't recommend.
Are the Thieves wipes probably for cleaning, right? Wait, that says Thieves hand sanitizing wipes. And then she said the Thieves wipes. But also, like, yeah, like someone said in the chat, like, has she never heard of wet ones? Right. Like, you know they sell stuff that's just like this at any grocery store, and it costs a lot less. And it is just as effective. Listen, if it's the end of the world, and I know like a hurricane or a tornado isn't the end of the world, but like, let's just say it was, or let's just say that you are in a doomsday situation, you're not gonna give a shit about the quality of the baby wipes you have on hand. You're just gonna be worried about surviving the apocalypse.
Bathing with these?
No, you will get a spicy tingle wherever you bathe.
Yes, which is not always comfortable, especially maybe for kids.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's what the seedlings wipes are for. But this, I will say, if you can't wash your hands and you can't, you know, you're just in a car. Kids spill.
Yeah, in a dirty bathroom. Like a public dirty bathroom. These are perfect for
they're great.
wiping down everything.
Absolutely. Okay, so some of the other things that we
What does that lady's
definitely
necklace
used, sunscreen. Lots of sunscreen.
Yes.
We were out in the elements picking up you know, debris and branches and shingles, and so the sunscreen was a huge blessing. And
Yes, because Young Living is the only company that sells sunscreen.
if you forgot your sunscreen, make sure you have the Lavaderm after sun spray because a lot of times we didn't stop to put sunscreen on.
Yeah.
Let's not forget that last episode, that oil show episode. What's her name? Wendy, I think. One of the other ladies, not one of these ladies. She had a horrible sunburn on her face. And it's like, oh, okay. And then she like tried to teach us a recipe to make like a watered down spray version of their sunscreen. And it's like, well, clearly it doesn't work. Have you seen your face? Why should any of us listen to you about your fucking sunscreen, dude?
So this one was really great. The after sun spray was really great. And if you don't have,
I was gonna say, any type of cuts or things like that. I know whenever we're roughing it, sometimes we get unexpected cuts. Great soother for those types of things.
First aid spray, bug spray.
Yep.
Not bug spray as in to prevent bugs, but bugs as in bites, if you get bites.
Yeah.
Also, this Lavaderm, the regular cooling mist, is excellent when you don't have air conditioning. If you're hot, maybe it's not so good for a freeze. But if you're hot and you don't have air conditioning, you can use this. You can even add maybe even a couple drops of peppermint. I think it has peppermint in it already.
Wow.
But you can even add a couple more drops, and this really keeps you cool in the hot.
That's perfect.
Keeps you cool in the hot. Or you know what's cheaper? Spraying yourself with water. I know that's a shocking idea, because water is a chemical. We know how these people don't like chemicals. But if you're just spraying shit on your face to cool you down, you don't need to spend probably $20 on a little spray thing of whatever the fuck that was. Spray yourself with water, dude. That'll cool you down, and it's much cheaper.
Spray. After hurricane
Let me just
in the bayous, let me tell you,
Mosquito
all the mosquitoes.
Yeah.
all the mosquitoes. So we love the bug spray, what do they call it? Insect repellent comes in 2 forms.
Yes.
This is actually not how it comes anymore. It has a pump.
It has a
top, I
pump,
think.
yep.
But we really love these little sachets. We send these with our kids to summer camp.
Oh, that's phenomenal. Yeah.
And my kids always get complimented because they actually smell good.
good.
Yes. And it's not like
sure
it doesn't
they
make you
do.
choke when you put it on.
Right.
It's not damaging your lungs.
It has to be citronella, right? Like, that's what has to be in there. So how does it smell any better than, like, just any other, like, citronella? Well, they probably don't have DEET in there, you know, so it doesn't have that bug spray smell, which honestly, like, I don't hate the smell of bug spray. It's not horrible, but what do I know?
While keeping the mosquitoes away. So these are really great.
Perfect.
Of course, hand sanitizer and spray for your hands because, again, if you can't wash them and you want to clean them, you want to keep them clean.
Right.
And then the 3 oils I would suggest, Thieves, Purification, and Owie oil.
Yep.
Because
Owie
you're
oil.
definitely going to want to cleanse things. You're definitely going to want to purify the air. And like, if you don't have electricity, you might not have a diffuser, but you can definitely put your oils on a cotton ball or even a washcloth.
Exactly.
And leave them in the areas of your home because the air is not circulating, right?
Yes.
So try to keep that.
Exactly. And if there's some type of airflow through your windows, putting something like that right in your windows so that you're, again, that air is bringing that peppermint or that purification in.
And you're bound to get
your essential oils on a fucking cotton ball are not purifying anyone's air. Shut up. It's not real. It's not real. For real, do you notice the hat's getting bigger? I think it might be. Are we getting trolled right now? I think we might be.
Owies.
You're bound to get owies.
So owie oil is great for that too.
Definitely.
And
they fucking called an oil owie oil.
Or in case you need to do CPR on somebody.
No, I've done that too.
She has.
I didn't pop a mint first.
You didn't.
I didn't.
But that's okay. We can do it.
If somebody around you needs CPR, I don't think they care if your breath is minty fresh. Most likely they're not. I mean, I don't know. You can still be conscious and still need CPR, but at a certain point, like, you might be unconscious. Like, at that point, it's like you're saving someone's life. Do not, if somebody needs life-saving CPR, do not take a moment to pop a mint. Just fucking get in there. This is a life or death situation. You're worried about having minty fresh breath while you're performing CPR on somebody. What in the fuck? Oops. What? What's wrong with these people?
Do it at the end.
You might want one after.
Exactly.
So these are just a few things that we've found helpful. We would love to hear that if you have found something
Forever
helpful for you.
Unicorn
We'd love to
Sparkles,
add
thanks
this
for
to the list.
joining.
So send us drop a comment and send us your suggestions for things that you can't, you'd like to bring camping or you've used in a situation that you've been in before.
That's a great idea.
All right. See y'all next time.
I hate it. Oh boy. There better not be kids involved in this
It's
shit.
our favorite part of the show, dumb stuff with oils.
Good job.
And today, Beverly's going to share her story.
You're in the hot seat. I'm in the hot seat today. So
Let's hear it.
my story is kind of 2 in 1. So it has to do with.
I guess they're still not getting very many fan submissions, huh? How many episodes have they had so far? Probably like 10, 12. We got to be coming up on a year of this, right? Like, they've been begging every single episode. Please send, here's our email address. Please send us your dumb stuff with oil stories. And I think the only submissions they've ever had was from like one of these person's like sisters or something. Otherwise, like, they went to Young Living events and got like some of the high up people's dumb stuff with oil stories. But like, no, I don't think they've ever had a like legitimate submission. And that's probably because, let's see, we have 232 viewers right now. This video since yesterday has 101 views. There are more people watching this shit right now on this stream than who have watched the video like unironically. Oh my God. Young Living is a dumb oil story. Yeah, Gary Young's life was a dumb oil story, honestly.
Kids and oils. And so my very first time I ever raindropped a 2-year-old. Yeah.
A wiggle worm?
A wiggle worm.
You did the raindrop technique on a 2-year-old human child? And we're in the dumb stuff with oil segment. I'm scared about where this is going.
So we actually got him to sit still, and I was feeling so good about it. It took a while. It took a while to get him to come and sit still, but he was sitting still. I was spider flexing his feet. He was just laughing at it. He thought it was fun. I was like, this is great. This is working out so great. The minute I finished, I did both feet too. The minute I finished, he grabs both of his feet and immediately sticks them right on his face. Like why? Why would you do that? Why would you touch your feet and then...
Why would you put essential oils all over a 2-year-old? We know they go around touching stuff with their little hands and their feet. Like, dude, you don't ever need to ask why a 2-year-old does something. They just do that shit, and you need to expect that they're going to do dumb shit. This is probably one of the many reasons why you shouldn't use essential oils on kids, let alone 2-year-olds. Birdie, raindrop. It is, for those of you who don't know, it's a technique that they use. They usually use it for animals. Like, I always hear it for animals. It's like rare. I never hear anyone really saying they do the raindrop technique. Unless they're like giving someone a massage. Anyway, it's like 8 different oils. I'm not sure what it is, but they like line it up on your back, or like, I don't know, for dogs, they'll like put it down the back of their neck or whatever. And I don't even remember. I think it's supposed to be like detoxifying. What even is it for? What is the rain? I forget what the reason is that people do it. I think it's just like a calming, healing, like, I don't know. What does the raindrop technique do? It helps the oils to effectively enter the client's energy field and provide a specific healing energy for that individual. The technique works by applying essential oils in a special sequence on the soles of the feet and then dropping them like raindrops 6 inches above the spine. And apparently, well, raindrop therapy, I can't imagine that's what that is. Raindrop therapy, is that what it's called? Raindrop technique, essential oils. Yeah, like, what really is the point? I think it's just like, detoxifies you, whatever. Focuses the healing essence of the essential oils directly on the spinal column. Helps the body align energy chakras. Yeah, because 2-year-olds need that. Skylar, why would you poop your pants, you dumb baby? Wow, stupid idiot baby. Jeez, pooping your pants. Shit, I don't know why that made me laugh, but that's funny. This pause story looks like she's embarrassed. She fucking should be. She thought that she needed to align her 2-year-old's fucking chakras. Right, but is the baby okay? Well, she hasn't even told us what happened after that. Like, this dumb stuff with oils, like, actually fucking crosses the line, in my opinion, into straight up just, like, neglect. Or not neglect. What's the word? Like, your reckless endangerment. Yeah. That's what I was trying to say. Don't fucking do this. Your baby does not need essential oils on their fucking feet. Fart noise. Gary commands, you must obey. Yeah, I guess so. And are any of these people boofing these essential oils with a Bic pen like Gary Young said to do? He did that shit. Are they doing this to kids? Better not be. But I guarantee, and this is really sad, but I guarantee that there is an oily family who has stuck essential oils up a kid's butt before. I guarantee it.
And immediately touch her. It was like that quick. And I was like, no.
So, yes, so.
I thought you were going to say he was going to put him in his mouth.
I
thought, which would might have been.
And then his mom, yeah. Then his mom's running for the water, which we know is the worst thing to do. Don't put water on a spicy oil; it'll just get spicier. So
don't put spicy oils on a 2-year-old. How about that?
I was like, no. Where's the olive oil? Where's your B6? Where's your?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we
was he crying?
He was.
Oh
He was
my
screaming. His
goodness.
face was red. It was just a mess. So, moral of the story is. Put the socks on.
The moral of the story is don't put your feet on your face.
The moral of the story is don't use essential oils on your kids, and also especially babies. They don't need that shit. What is the reason for it? What is that doing for anybody? You're just like just doing shit for the sake of doing shit? Like what situation are you sitting there being like, my toddler needs to align his chakras? We need to do the healing power of essential oils on this 2-year-old baby. Why? Why? Yeah, also, Rebecca, yeah, water and oil don't mix. They usually say that, like, if you need to clean essential oils off of your body really fast, to use, like, coconut oil or, like, olive oil or something. So that they mix and dilute, and then you can, yeah. Oh my God. Right, why are they laughing? It's not funny, dude. Like, your kid could have straight up gone blind. Dude, you put a bunch of spicy oils on this baby's feet, and then you're shocked that the baby... Like, even if the baby didn't take its feet and put it directly on its face, like, babies just, like, touch their feet, and then they touch their face. And you weren't thinking, dude. You were not thinking when you did this. Yeah, it really could have done some serious damage. Absolutely.
Don't
do that.
Drop those babies down.
But yeah, I should have put a sock on the first foot when I was done, and then I could have put a sock on the second foot.
Well, that's a good even teaching tip, even for like going forward. If you're gonna raindrop your kids, make sure that you
have socks handy.
Yes,
especially
if you're gonna raindrop your kids, you need to be investigated by CPS at this point, dude. Like, fuck these people.
They're little because they just they touch their feet and they put it in their face, and it's World War III after that. Then,
well, World War III, no, it's just straight up child abuse, but go on.
When the baby sees you, does he start screaming and crying?
No.
Well, that's good.
No,
Okay.
I'm the kid whisperer. But
Okay,
anyway,
then.
So I did a baby. We had a 2-month-old baby and constipated. And I was like, that's just weird. Why,
Yeah. And shocking. Yeah, babies get poopy problems sometimes. Babies are so well known for having digestive issues when they're really young like that, and there's a lot of reasons that can be behind, like, constipation in a baby. I can guarantee that essential oils are not the way to fix it. Usually, like, I don't know, like, maybe they have, like, a dairy intolerance or something, and they're being breastfed, so the mom needs to stop eating dairy. There's things like that, like, nothing that essential oils are gonna fix. And if she's gonna sit here right now and tell us that it did, she's gonna be like, I used this essential oil on a 2-month-old baby and he pooped. What if that poop was gonna come out anyway? Like, oh my God. The fact that it doesn't sound like these are her kids is disturbing. No, I don't think they are. Maybe that first one, I don't know. I'd have to re-listen to the story. But, like, this one, for sure, she's like, I did a 2-week or 2-month-old or whatever. Yeah, I'm wondering if she's, like, offering these services. Like, what is your job? You know? Or, like, was it an at-home party or something, like a Young Living sales party? And then, like, this mom showed up with a baby, and you're like, here. Oh, your baby's constipated. Oh, here, I have the perfect thing for that. And then she's about to just fucking, I don't know. I hate this.
And so,
usually it's
right
around the other.
And so,
no, babies get constipated pretty often.
So I did the Vitaflex. We have a colon clearing Vitaflex technique. It was amazing. And so,
a technique? Did that include putting it on the baby's butt? Because don't do that.
I was doing it. This is going to work. I'm thinking, man, this is going to work perfect. It's going to be great. And so,
and wait, how old did you say? I'm sorry.
2 to 3 months old.
So little bitty.
Little bitty baby.
Oh my goodness.
Little bitty baby. And so,
don't do this.
I was like, okay, we'll do the Vitaflex, and I do it 3 times because that's usually it. On the 3rd time,
it worked
Mount
great, huh?
Vesuvius erupted, because if you know anything about newborns, their stool is actually, like you said earlier, very
almost liquidy.
Liquidy. And so what?
Okay, but like you don't know that the baby finally pooped because of these essential oils. Like sometimes the body just needs to work its shit out and do its own thing. But like this is a false, most likely a false comparison. A false equivalency. No, not that. What is the other word I'm looking for? I keep being like it's the god of the gaps. It's not that logical fallacy. It's one of the logical fallacies. Correlation not equaling causation. Probably more so that. Wow. Right, let's burn and poison this brand new baby. That's fucked up, man.
Whatever was blocking the problem
my goodness.
was gone, and all of it came out, and it went everywhere. It was everywhere.
gosh.
It was, and I was like,
yeah, because babies never have big explosive blowouts like that. Like, please, any parent, ask any singular parent if they've gone through a situation like this where a baby hasn't pooped for like a day or two, and then like you're like, oh god, maybe I'm gonna have to call the doctor if he doesn't poop by tomorrow, and then like randomly it's just an explosion coming out the side, up the top of the diaper, leaking down the legs and shit. She's making this sound like this was just some miracle that this happened. I'm like, every single parent has dealt with a blowout. Yeah, guarantee it. Find me a parent whose kid has never had a diaper blowout. I doubt it. Yeah, confirmation bias, that would be a good one too. Karma. No, because like that, it just like, it happens sometimes, dude. And guess what? If the times that it's happened to me, I didn't have to put fucking, which one did she say she put on? Digize or some shit like that. I didn't have to put that on my babies. They just like, usually they solve their own problem, dude. One of the many reasons I will never have a child, could not handle that. I mean, it's not like regular, like it doesn't happen all the time. But like every once in a while, you know, sometimes baby just like has a lot of poopy built up and it's, you know, I don't know, multiple blowouts. Yeah, exactly. As a new parent, I can confirm. Yep. Fucking yep. J-nay more than once. Yep, there we go. Right, dude. Font Leroy, the baby didn't die, so that means it worked. I guess. I think that must be where they're going with it, dude. They treat oils like the Windex guy from my big fat Greek wedding. Yep, they sure do. Just put a little bit of Windex on it. Blueberries. Oh yeah, because when the baby poops them out, it like stains. Because blueberries just stain everything. Yeah. I wouldn't let that be the reason why you don't ever want to reproduce, like, because if your baby is having blowouts all the fucking time, like, regularly, then it probably should bring the baby to the doctor, but, like, every once in a while, like, it's just shit. Actual shit happens, you know? It's part of babies. That's what babies do. They poop a lot. And sometimes it gets built up and then it just, like, goes everywhere. But it's not like a regular thing, so I don't know.
I mean, me and the mom are like, oh my god, towels, like wipes, what are we doing? And then I stopped and I go, well, that worked.
I think it worked a little too good.
So
okay, the other thing though too, sorry I keep pausing, but she did say that there was like a technique, she said, with it. But she didn't go into details what that technique was. It wasn't a raindrop, so it's like she wasn't putting it on, like, down the spine, probably. I'm wondering if literally she put it on the baby's butt. Because here's the other thing, too, is that, like, stimulating the butthole like that can often make babies poop. Like, if you get a pee-pee diaper and then you go to wipe and you're cleaning everything up and you touch that bee-hole... Every once in a while, you'll get a little surprise. Bloop. It, like, stimulates the body to poop. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. So, like, was she, like, I don't know, taking one of the Young Living wipes and, like, putting a little bit of the Digize on there and, like, putting it on the butthole? I can't. She better not have been putting that anywhere near the baby's butt. Like, holy shit. you know, point 1 is, do your colon clearing body
Yes.
flex. Point 2 is put an extra diaper on first.
I was gonna say diaper up.
Make sure you're in an area that's easily cleanable.
So get ready, get ready.
Even if you're an adult. Make sure you're in a place that's easily cleanable.
That's a good one. That's a good one. So if you have a dumb stuff with oil story, we want you to email it to us. Just get your phone out, talk about it for 2 minutes or so. Send it to info@thatoilshow.com.
Constantly begging for these submissions that no one's ever sending.
Anybody else with your kids? And kids aren't just the littles too. I know some of y'all have teenagers. Any stories?
Well, I'm an old schooler. Like you said, when I joined, we didn't have these wonderful diluted products, you know, and so I still hardcore just use my oils on with my kids, and they grew up that way and they know that.
So without diluting them, you're just openly admitting here that you're using undiluted oils on your kids? You're just gonna admit it? All right, Mother of the Year.
But I do know, I get questions from people a lot on, well, can I use it on my baby? Can I, you know, a full strength or whatever? And let me just say, first of all, if you have a little one, 2 or under, if you ever question anything, just put it on their feet. The bottoms of their feet is a safe place to put any oil. Great. And you can dilute it.
There's no fucking way. There's no way. No, there has to be an exception to the rule. And especially she's making it sound like you can do this undiluted. I don't think you should ever do that, especially on a brand new baby's perfect little baby skin. Oh my God.
If you'd like, but the feet have different skin than the rest of your body, and you aren't going to.
You don't feel spicy on the bottom of your feet.
No, you don't. So I always put it on their feet. The question, because there's a lot of research out there and stuff about peppermint in babies, and the reason that's even an issue, it has nothing to do with the safety of the oil. It has to do with little babies and anything that's strong and the smell they get. They take a deep breath. Right. So you just avoid that.
So it is about the safety of the oils. They're not safe for the baby. Don't try to be all selective with the words you're using to make it sound like your essential oils are totally safe and harmless in every situation ever. No. You literally just said the babies will breathe it in. They'll take the deep breaths or whatever. So we just avoid it. But it's nothing about the safety of the oil. No, clearly it is not safe for the baby to do that. Therefore, it is an issue with the safety of the oils. I mean, come on.
The oil is completely safe.
Yeah.
But you put it on their feet and put socks on.
Yes.
Or their back. Yeah, so they're not breathing it. But
Yeah, and I always say go low and slow with your oils. And for my kiddos, you know, Joshua was about 18 months old. He was a toddler when we started, and then I got pregnant and then had Ethan. And so, low and slow. So just start with a drop, rub your hands together, rub the bottom of the feet, see how they do. And if you're like, I think I really need some oils on the chest for maybe some respiratory support, put it in your hands, rub them good, add a little bit of coconut oil, and then rub that around.
She literally was like, if I feel like they need this on their chest. So without your kid telling you that they're having issues breathing or showing any sign at all, you're like, I feel like my child's skin needs these essential oils, so I'm going to put it on them, whether they need it or not. I'm just going to make up a reason to why they need it. That's all I'm hearing.
Do it for yourself first. See how you feel. See how I always did everything to me first, and then low and slow, and then I did that for them, and I'm like, oh well, they like this, or this had a great result, and so I just go from there, and then I just my boys could take things without diluted. Even the girls too. They're grown adults now, but pretty quick. They're just slapping oils everywhere, and they're wanting to put things on. I'm like, isn't that spicy for you? And they're like, no. But that's okay. But you start.
No, it's not.
Just using common sense. Low and slow is common sense. And then just go from there.
You know what else is common sense? And what's actually common sense instead of what you just said? Don't fucking use essential oils on your kids and take them to the doctor, please. Wow.
there. And when your kids
Kids
like,
are not
when the kids like an
crockpots,
oil,
exactly.
they just run with it. Now I know you have, when you started, yours were...
My youngest was 11, so I had older kids when we started. And but what you were about to say is when they find the oil they like, they keep at it. So, you know, my 11-year-old is now 26. And so, but his favorite is the, it just went right out of my head, from Muscles, the roll-on. Deep Relief.
Deep Relief.
Deep Relief, thank you, that came. So yeah, Deep Relief, it had to be on the order every single month because he used it and he used it a lot. That's his go-to oil
It is
for some reason.
absolutely
And so,
indoctrination.
yeah, they
Yep.
get to be their favorites. And you know, my oldest is married now and they're trying to have a baby and she's using all her oils and they're
Oh,
they're doing their
no.
healthy thing. And you know, we learned that from Young Living.
Yes, and I do love to see them grow up and then they leave home and our two oldest are, you know, grown adults.
I love seeing our indoctrination just absolutely personified into our children. I love seeing how our children take what they've been indoctrinated into as a child and they just take it into adulthood. I love seeing that. Ew. Ew. Oh, God.
Adults, and
I hate
they
it.
know, they've learned how to be real sensitive to what their body needs. And so they know when there's an oil, there's a supplement, or, you know, they maybe haven't been eating as healthy, but their body's more receptive. There's been clean products in their lives for so long. Now they really are in tune to what, okay, is not so great for my body and what my body's really craving or needing that is something good for me. And it's really cool to see that play out as they get older too. So
one of my favorite things is like changing generations.
Absolutely.
It's super wild. Like when I hear the conversations my kids are having about what they're eating or
Because they grew up with this shit. That's literally what happens when you indoctrinate kids, dude. They don't know any better. They don't know anything different. This is what they think life is, thanks to you people. Great job.
what they're using, or if we go somewhere, they're like, oh, I forgot my toothpaste and I had to use this toothpaste, but then I really didn't use that much.
That's okay.
But I love it. Like, that's probably one of my favorite things is like knowing that the generations after us are just going to improve and improve and improve.
Right. Be healthier and stronger.
Oh man, one of my favorite stories, my son was online playing with friends and they were talking about how their mothers were making them eat healthy, right? And so they're like one-ing up each other on this conversation. I'm around the corner going, this is an interesting conversation. But then my son finally goes, dude, there are certain brands of water my mom won't let me drink.
That's not funny. Like, that's just weird and obsessive. It's water, dude. Like, if Young Living made their own water, you know that these people would only drink that water. They would boycott every other water ever.
You were going to share something?
Oh,
It is
I was going to
delusional.
say, so as a massage therapist, but also a birthing coach, I have come across a lot of mamas and mamas who need like how to 1, 2, 3 steps.
Yes.
And they're like, especially when they're first time moms, they don't want to just guess at something because, you know, as
Isn't that
we're
all
first-time
you
moms, we
people
think
do?
We're going to guess
Just
wrong.
guess
you
at
know?
everything?
So let me just say there are some amazing resources, one of which is the
Gentle
Babies book.
Yes.
I'm surprised they don't have a water either.
growinghealthyhomes.com
Yep.
to get a copy of that. That's all things Young Living
Yes.
products and oils for pregnancy all the way to your children.
Do not
older
use
children.
essential
So
oils
I
if
was
you're
gonna
pregnant.
say, get
Don't do
something
it.
in your hand to kind of guide you along. That will take that voice out of your head, hopefully, that says you're not doing this right, or but doing that, and again, slow and steady. The other one is our EOPR, so it's our Essential Oils Pocket Reference Book. You can get that at Life Science Publishing.
Yeah, it is
and
evil.
Those
I think it's
two
evil,
hand
yeah.
in hand will, you know, if you have something that you're dealing with your family, you can look it up, and then you can look up the oil. And so that's kind of my go-to for people who maybe, you know, us as leaders, we're a phone call away, but it's like 1 o'clock in the morning, you know, although I've had people call me. But those are just those things that you can have ready in hand so you feel more confident as a parent.
That's right.
Yeah.
Good.
It's all good stuff. All right, I think that's it. Just make sure you have your resources and your tools, and get those oils on your kiddos. They're gonna love them. And
until you put them on their feet and then they put their feet on their face, because that's what toddlers and babies do, and then they go blind or they get like serious eye irritation. Just make sure you get it on your kiddos. Actually, probably don't. You people should not be applying essential. Well, I mean, no one should, but these people especially. They're so indoctrinated. They're so brainwashed into thinking that, like, every part of life, every situation needs an essential oil. That's not true. Most of us live just fine without them, all right? Maybe there are like very specific circumstances where essential oils can be helpful in this way or that way, but like 99% of the shit that these people are saying, no, it's not a thing. It is not a fucking thing. I just hate it. I hate it so much. And she's like, make sure you have your tools and your resources. Only very select resources, though. They don't want you going and watching my reactions to that oil show. They don't want you going and reading actual studies about, or like even Googling, does this oil help for this? And then finding out that, like, no, actually it doesn't. Like, that's just like placebo. No. Only resources that they approve of. So, Jesus Christ. Do they know they're lying or do they believe it? I think at this point because a lot of these people, like, I know some of them are like, I've been in for 16 years, 18 years, or whatever. I think enough of these people have been in it for so long that it's just a part of life. Like, it's just a part of their daily routines, like, that they've become, like, yeah, I think it's like a placebo thing, and they absolutely believe that it's helping, but I think until they get to that point, it probably is just a matter of brainwashing yourself into believing that, because you need to sell the product and you need to make money off of people. So, like, you're going to sell it until you believe it. Fake it till you make it, basically, right? You're going to tell everybody that these essential oils do this and this and this, and if you repeat that to enough people and repeat that to yourself and just absolutely consume nothing but like all this bullshit essential oil stuff, eventually you're gonna actually start to believe it. That's what I think anyway. I don't think they all necessarily start out thinking that all this shit works. I think it takes a bit of time for them to indoctrinate or I guess brainwash themselves with Young Living resources and all of Gary Young's love. But then, yeah, at that point, I think they actually do believe it. But, like, it's also, even if they didn't believe it, they better fake it till they make it and make it look like they absolutely believe it, because the more people they can convince that this shit is true, the more money they make. So, I think it's a balancing act for sure.
Someday they're going to be putting oils on you as well. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for watching That Oil Show. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel so you can catch new episodes every first Tuesday of the month. And if you enjoyed learning about these amazing products and want some of your own, reach out to the person who shared That Oil Show with you.
Yeah, okay. Okay. That's that. Real quick, I'm gonna see if is there anyone live right now? Do you guys know? Anyone I can redirect to? Let me see. Just give a little look-see-loo here. Cause yeah, we are at the end here. It doesn't look like it. Well, Clowntown has an upcoming, when is this? Oh, it doesn't tell, June. Oh, it starts at 8. Still another hour. Well, I'll put the redirect to them anyway. So if you guys want to wait for Clowntown or whatever, I'm sure it'll be a fun stream. It's always a fun time with Clowntown. So we will go ahead and redirect to them. Thank you for joining me tonight, my friends. It's been infuriating. It's been everything I expected it to be. But at least we all watched it together. So we're all angry and pissed off together. But yeah, thanks for being here, guys. I'm gonna probably go on a Pokemon Go walk, a Pogo walk, if you will. I gotta use my daily incense. So, you know, I gotta do that before the sun goes down or whatever. But, like, not too early because it's too hot if the sun is out. There's, like, a perfect... You have to, like, time it when you live in the desert. So, anyway, wrong one. This is what I was trying to go for. Guys, thanks for being here. Thanks for being you. I know, like I said, Clowntown doesn't come on for another 45 minutes or so, but, oh, Clowntown is here. He said if they can start early, they definitely will. So, okay. Well, listen, at 8 o'clock or whenever they go live, I recommend going over there and watching them. See what's up over in Clowntown, in the Clowntown. So... All right, well, I will probably have one more Zoom sometime. Oh my God, I said Zoom. Wow, not Zoom. One more live sometime this week to watch some more of the Marina Worry convention. But anyway, all right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.